Alright, we are live. So, hey there everyone, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be finishing our Community Challenge playthrough. So in the last episode, we took out a lot of the Imperial planets up here. We just have 5 Imperial planets up in this area, I think, plus the 2 over here, Yaga Minor and Bilbringi. And then we also have a small handful of New Republic planets in the southeast. Or, I guess more east. So, before we do get into that, I do want to thank everyone for their participation in this playthrough. It obviously wouldn't be possible at all without all the ship submissions, all the comments, all the interactions that you guys have had with the series. I've really enjoyed this. It's a pretty different way to do a playthrough for Empire at War, because I've been doing this for 2 years, and this has definitely been one of the most fun that I've done. I think there's a lot of things that we can do to sort of shake it up for the future ones. Like, we did end up with a few too many units, so I think I've talked about before potentially doing a different way where we have instead of taking a space and a ground unit from each, if people just request both, and then I take one or the other, and that'll limit us a little bit more, so it remains a little bit more challenging towards the end. And the other side of that was that I didn't quite have enough. I wasn't able to get through everyone's unit, and I would like to be able to get through as many as possible, but we didn't really need all 800 units, because there were 800 units requested for this playthrough. We got through, I want to say, about 650 that were coded in and used, and then the additional 150 were unfortunately not, so I do apologize to those of you who didn't get their unit into the playthrough. I did try to use as many as I could, and code in as many as I could, but ultimately it was just whatever we actually ended up using for the playthrough we used, and what we didn't. That was just kind of how the chips landed there. But yeah, so in the future I'll try to think of different ways to make sure that everyone, or more people who request stuff, at least get the chance to get in the playthrough. And it'll probably have to change a little bit more as we go, if the channel continues to grow, and then we'll have to figure out different ways. But I definitely want to do this again. And I was also thinking we would do potentially all on live streams for future ones. But anyways, we're going to get right into the game here. So, would patrons... Yeah, so patrons and Twitch subs, I think, would still get space and ground. But we will see. So we're going to go into New Cov. That's unnecessary. There's going to be a little bit of auto-resolving in this one, I think, with just those things. So we're going to have a few losses in that way. Looks like Devastator's our first loss of the stream from an auto-resolve. But we'll see. Maybe for future community challenge, have a limit of ships of each site that we don't have billions. It sort of depends on how that's structured, because it can be... Part of it is just the difficulty in organizing everything, but before we go too far in here, I do have this streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so if you have a preference for either platform, both are going on. That's going to stop fairly soon, though. This will probably be one of the last series where we are doing both YouTube and Twitch. Generally, I'll be picking one platform or the other for any given stream, or we'll try to work out a specific schedule, or for specific series, I'll always be on one or the other. Because it was just because we didn't really use Twitch for a couple months while 2.2 was finishing, and I wanted to sort of ease back into it, let people know that the Twitch stream was there, but it's going to start breathing on its own a little bit more coming up. Okay, I remember this map. This is the actual New Cov map that we made.
Your reinforcements.
We got a lot of units. So let's get in Ishtola.
Destination set.
Thanks, D-Star. Appreciate the sub. The Massive Allegiance Fleet, I believe we've killed 14. I think there were 18. I remember killing at least 14. I think there's still a couple hanging around somewhere, but they might have fought the New Republic a little bit. It wouldn't have been recently because they've all sort of died off, but like we've cut off all the different access points they have to each other. But we'll see. Yeah, so there'll probably be a little bit of a gap between this and the next TR series, a week or two. But right
away, sir.
In the meantime, we are still going to have AOTR going on as taking up most days, and then we're going to do Stargate Pegasus Chronicles, which I've wanted to do since the year started. But then we're going to get into either Fall of the Republic or 2.3. So there will be other stuff coming up. Do order 66 on my Jedi. We'll see who makes it and who doesn't. I'm still trying to think of whether there's anything we should do or can do for like a death montage or something.
Secured a landing zone. Choose your reinforcements.
Let's get double A blitz.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Nope. Get in here, double A blitz. And roaming turret.
Course plotted.
What's your opinion on how balanced Empire of the Hand ground forces are right now? They're mostly not.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Like, part of their redesigns will be significant rebalancing, and that'll be true of a lot of ground stuff.
Engines activated.
Support order acknowledged.
Like, most of the work on their balancing for 2.2 was just done to make the same stuff that was done everywhere to make air units not ridiculous. But that still meant, and RFTs used to be like super ridiculous. This map is not fantastic. Oh god, that's not gonna work out. I didn't even see what those were.
Receiving orders.
We'll back you up.
Destroyed.
Yeah, this map, the fact that you can't see in those areas, I don't love that.
All weapons loaded. T4B mobile. Reporting in.
Are there not any build pads? Looks like there's not.
Move out.
At the ready. As you wish. Squadron moving out.
We'll cover you.
But yeah, RFTs used to be ridiculous, air strikers used to be ridiculous. Now, most things aren't ridiculous except for MMTs, so it's better than it was in 2.1, but it's still not what we want. Oh,
Roger that.
you're going too far. I thought they would have turned around, or they would have kept following.
Bombing run available.
What do we got here? Nothing relevant. How would we just stack a group of ships on a planet of our
We've
units?
recruited some mercenaries.
Not super hard, but
AT-AT ready.
still a little messy.
On my way, sir.
That'd be the kind of thing that I have to set up a bit more beforehand. Okay, you gotta... There we go.
Armor transport ready.
So we'll make sure that this XR-85 is kind of in the back. Yeah, I know a lot of people are looking forward to fodder stuff, FOTR, but it's still super, like, really early in development, so it's any kind of LP trying to do that at this point would be a very, 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 very early version, like very messy. There's 2.2.4 coming out. That'll be later tonight.
Form up.
T4B ready. Moving into position.
So after the stream,
Comlink active.
I'm probably gonna go entertain my nephew for a little bit, and then later tonight I'll be working on getting that out. There's still a few other things I want to change, but we're mostly ready for it.
Copy.
Primarily, we've been trying to find different ways to mitigate the... You may have experienced issues after a battle where it would, like, freeze going back to the galactic map, and that seems to be mostly, at least reduced, if not entirely eliminated. Like, people have been going through entire GCs without reporting that it's still a thing. So, we think it should be okay.
Awaiting orders. Form up.
Okay, there is a build pad here. That's good. Can you give a broad spectrum of how you're going to make it less tedious? Not really at the moment.
Awaiting your orders.
That's the kind of thing that it'll have to wait until after we've done a little bit more work on it, and then we will... I'll do some videos to talk about it and show it off, because it's sort of being planned in different phases. Like, the first thing we do want to work on is just getting down the balancing mechanics of it all. So that's going to be where we start getting the actual unit interactions down, and trying to make those feel like they make more sense. Try to
On my way.
remove some of the OP stuff, make it all feel a bit more durable. Because right now it does tend to feel a bit flimsy, a lot of the units. And some of it is still just leftovers of how, in previous builds, we basically started with the position that ground battles are awful. We're just going to try to speed them up so that they don't take forever. And as a result, there's stuff that could have been better, but because we went that approach, it technically ended up making it worse. If in some ways more just you can blow through them a bit faster. And so we want to make sure that we don't go back to the position where it's like
Awaiting orders.
you're spending 90% of your time just looking around for something to do in ground battles. I don't like that. So we're going to make sure that we keep moving away from that, but we'll still making stuff feel a bit more substantial and less like it just blows up. And it just less like a Where's Waldo game where you don't actually care about finding Waldo. Will there be a mod database version of 2.2.4? No, we're going to be waiting until 2.2.5, and then we're going to be re-uploading the entire mod. Because the way you update otherwise, it causes way too many problems. So I think we're going to hold off on that.
Attack. We'll cover you.
One of the things that's already been started or mostly done in the mod is changing a lot of weapons into hard points for ground, which has caused a few bugs, just because it was just done in short term, and we actually started releasing it before it was all entirely done and tested. But the long term, what that does is it lets us use accuracy values. So instead of everything always hitting, it'll stuff like the MMT isn't going to be just wrecking infantry because it can just do whatever it wants. Oh, here we go. There's a lot of the. Oh, that's one legion. Never mind. Not a lot of it. Are they actually going to be able to? Oh, they might be able to do something with that. Well, let's get these guys over here.
I understand.
And I guess we'll go into Eddie. Yeah, so the first part is just that kind of balancing, but then there's other, like, far more in-depth structural changes we've been talking about that may or may not end up being feasible. So we don't want to talk about those too much until we're sure whether or not they'll work. Like, we're pretty confident they'll work, but whether or not we'd be able to, they'd end up being the right thing.
Affirmative.
I think the ground combat from AOTR, the dev has made a lot of changes. I do think Phoenix Rising, AOTR, and even the Clone Wars 4.0 mod went more in the direction that we would ideally have liked to. Had we not just gone in the direction of ground sucks, let's make it as fast as possible. So something in those three mods area will likely be a bit more what we're moving towards, but in some ways not. Like the feeling of units not just immediately blowing up, that's something that they have. That would be more in the direction of what we're looking for, but it's not going to be like a one-to-one kind of deal. Okay, so we got the sensor array here. Do they have turbo lasers? I'm assuming they do. Yeah. So we know how this went last time. We're going to start moving up to this side. But part of the way that this is going to work for a lot of our groundwork is we're going to be starting doing a lot of the testing on stuff with Fall of the Republic, because the
Bomber standing by.
I'm going to see what I can blow up without.
Initiate attack run.
There we go. Yeah, so because Fall of the Republic is only 2 factions and it's more focused unit list right now, we're actually going to be starting with Fall of the Republic as sort of a test ground for a lot of the changes we do for ground specifically, but for other stuff as well. And then once we're more satisfied with how it is in there, we'd move into applying it across different stuff in Imperial Civil War.
Form up. Reporting in.
Alright, so let's move up to this next one.
All out, troops.
You haven't really missed much so far, Kevin.
Let's move out.
I anticipate no difficulties.
I copy. Attacking target.
Providing covering fire.
Let's go.
Laying
We definitely
suppressor
need to go and grab a repair platform. Oh no.
I copy. Keep
Are you
going.
okay? For a second there, I thought they were in range of this turret, which they are not. So, false alarm. Okay, repair station.
constructing.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Heal you up, and then we're gonna
Bombing run
go.
Available.
I think if we attack that now, it should be able to
Reporting.
survive.
The enemy base shield
There we
is
go.
offline.
Yes, sir.
So one of the things, since we're doing this right now,
Over there.
is reduce the amount that ground battles are focused on
Fire it.
sort of turbo lasers and bombing runs to take out those turbo lasers. Make it be more about the units. Still have turbo lasers be a factor, have them serve a role, but don't be so powerful that the most effective way and the only effective way is to just sit back, bombing run through all the turbo lasers like I tend to do, and
Moving into position.
just roll over to other stuff after that. Because right now it's also one of the things that makes space fun is that you're getting into the battle fairly quickly, and it's one concentrated battle. It's like space would be less fun if there was like
Available.
7 ISDs spread across the map, and your entire force comes across one ISD at a time. Instead, you have the main forces are all generally concentrated. You kind of know what the terms of the battle are
Entering battle.
from the start, and for something that's not skirmish, where you can't sort of react to unit comps and strategies the same way, I do feel like that sort of works a little bit better, unless you can bring skirmish or bring Galactic Conquest or ground in a bit more of
Right away.
the direction of skirmish mode, so with some level of unit production in map
Ready for
or in game,
orders.
which long term is one of the things that we've talked about, whether we'd be able to, in a way that doesn't make it too tedious and drawn out, make it so that you are able to have more of a zone control type gameplay where you are sort of calling in units from the tactical map, and you're able to sort of adjust the different strategies and have more of a back and forth instead of just like seeking out these buildings and blowing them up like that. Are you planning on adding hard missile landing strip in 2.3? Yes, so that is one of the things we do want to do. I don't want to make them super powerful, because then you can just wreck everything that attacks you at any point
Laying suppressor
by just
fire.
dropping those things when the enemy's attacking the landing zone. But I do want to have some sort of defenses on them.
Heading out, sir.
Roll out.
How will air progression work in Fall of the Republic? It's the same as ICW. Which characters will have to say? No, so it won't be... air progression will be a thing, but it won't be done the same way as in Fall of the Republic. As in ICW, rather. Sorry. We're going to be doing what makes sense for that time period, for those eras. So some of it will be time-based, so there's an actual time progression to the game, and then certain events will fire within eras.
Let's go.
Deploying.
Go.
It happened like that. Certain things will become available as you go on, and
Bombers at the ready.
there will be some other stuff where it'd be like different events that you can do that might speed up
Initiate bombing
certain
run.
other area events, but it's not going to be like kill this character to progress. That works for ICW because of what the eras specifically are, but it doesn't really translate to Fall of the Republic in the same way.
Form up. Let's move out.
Rules had a minimum range that you get into. That area can't fire you, but they're super out on another range. Well, that's already basically how they work.
Let's go.
That's why infantry can just destroy turbo lasers. What's there? Oh, the turbo laser on the roof.
Keep going.
Roger that. Over there.
Acknowledged.
So capturing unit power would put you in air attack. No.
Bombing run
Uh,
Be
available.
mobile.
Ready to receive.
It wouldn't be tied that. It'd be more about the actual events rather than like the thing with Utapau wasn't that it was Utapau that got captured. It was that there were
Moving into position. Right away, sir.
certain character like Grievous died there. It was Grievous that was important, but the Utapau stuff would already be Era 5, so you wouldn't really be progressing to Era 5 by doing that. Like, it'll be a lot more time-based, because it's covering the 3 different years of the Clone Wars,
Underway.
so there'll be certain research or timers that are more important.
Form up. Attacking target.
We'll check it out.
The enemy has been defeated.
And the Stormtroopers get hard points so their accuracy becomes out of a baked potato. Stormtroopers already basically work on hard points. That's how they can fire while they run.
System control achieved. Tactical battle imminent.
No, you wouldn't be able to make it so that you're... So, there are ways to make stuff either neutral or allied in the game, but it's super broken in EAW, and you wouldn't be able to have, like, there's a battle going on here, and then you have allies that join in the middle of the battle from the actual galactic map in that way. There's other stuff it'd be a lot of work to fake that, which is sort of possible and kind of messy, which is also sort of how the raid fleets work, and single unit retreat and boarding work using similar principles.
IPV reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates.
Generally, that stuff is a huge mess.
Order confirmed.
Affirmative.
Roger that.
Advancing.
Ion cannon firing.
Cruiser standing by. All craft.
Alright, so I want to try to make sure that we take out as much of this as we can.
I've got them in my sights.
How many eras will there be in Fallen Republic? There will be 3 at first, because it's the 3 years of the Clone Wars,
Take out the ion
Copy that.
and then the other 2 would be before the Clone Wars.
Disable those ion cannons.
Enemy ships.
Moving to sector.
Attack formation.
I got
Navigating.
fighters on me.
I'm on them.
Last Stand,
call
Sarid,
Go after them.
Stay in
and
confirmed.
Murdoch.
Ready to commence. Weapons
Nowhere to
charged.
go.
Get behind them.
And then anything diplomatic like that would be extremely scripted,
Them now.
because you can't actually negotiate and be like,
I'm on them. Pursuing enemy
Weapons
forces.
operational.
Coming around.
Cruiser here.
I've got them in my sights.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Target critical.
Locking on.
alright. So let's move on to Denon. You guys head over here. We'll build up some stuff on
Building
Nuko so
started.
they can't just
Constructing.
destroy us, and we'll get... you guys can go in on Telos.
Invasion commencing.
Hey Connor, how's it going?
Reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
You can have it so you stop order 66 with a storyline that if you can... So
Destination.
one of the things with
Enemy base shields
storylines
up.
is that
Let's go.
we'd have to start with focusing on the stuff as it actually happened, because there are a lot of events to cover, and it's generally more important to cover the I guess the stuff that actually happened first, because it's hard to say how far we'd ever be able to get in that. Like, it's been 10 to 12
Over
years
there.
with ICW,
Moving out.
and it's one of the harder things to do, to get that
Advancing.
stuff set up in a way that works and makes
Squad,
sense.
Move out.
So even with ICW, we're still working on just getting the basic storylines for all these GCs. And for the Republic, it's going to have
Sensor array.
it's fewer factions, fewer GCs, a smaller timeline overall.
Reinforcements
So it
en
won't
route.
have quite the same.
Order acknowledged.
It won't be quite as difficult to cover as much, but it's still.
Awaiting
Just getting
your
the basics
orders.
down will still
This
take a
way.
while. Alright, so we're going to get up to this landing zone. We're going to bring some other
Bombing
stuff down
run
there.
available.
And we're going to get
Calmly
rid of
active.
those turbo lasers. I think we should make it,
The
yeah.
enemy base shield is offline.
How long will the years be in Fall Republic? Will the years be the same length? I'm, like, honestly, having it so that if it were just based on time progression, because of how much actually changes in it. It's going to be more of a smooth transition because there's stuff that's happening throughout them. But it's just that certain things become available as you do that.
Copy. Over there.
We might even just go with real time for years, so
I
52
copy.
weeks.
Acknowledged.
And because that would still put you start in any era progressive GC, you start week 0, you're in era 1, which is technically era 3,
Report.
and then by
Additional
week
soldiers.
150 you are in era 5, or era 3, era 5, whichever way you want to think about it. But and it may just work like that.
We've secured a landing zone.
Because unlike ICW, where it's a significant break, like as the era changes, with Fall of the Republic, it's going to be more of a smoother progression of story events that occur and pop up throughout.
En route.
Because it's,
Heading
as much
out.
as the years are a bit of a delineation, like different research objects would become available, there's going to be more of a smooth transition. Because with ICW,
Right away.
it's like this break in the Imperial leadership, so they were very different leadership philosophies, and that sort of thing that were changing. In Fall of the Republic, there's some stuff like that, but it's a lot more based on just the course of the war.
Scouting location.
Okay,
We're
you guys are
going
gonna
in.
go and stand over there.
Yes, sir.
Would it be possible to bribe the raid fleet so that they can help you? Is that not possible?
Command
Well,
received.
the entire point of the raid fleets is that it is to have a three-way battle. We don't want the raid fleet specifically to be aligned with anyone. There are other things that we're talking about which will have the potential of having the raid fleets come in on the side of the attacker or defender, like something similar to raid fleets, but not the raid fleets exactly. But we don't want it to be like
Yes, sir.
just overwhelming numbers for one side versus the other, especially if it's the player versus the AI. Something to be a bit more of a challenge for the players sometimes we'd be more okay with, but
Yes, Commander.
we don't just want to throw in and spawn
away.
units for the sake of spawning units.
Ready, sir.
With raid fleet specifically, it's because we want
Our
them,
base
like
is
that's the
under
best
attack.
way to have a three-way battle, which EAW otherwise isn't super conducive for.
Roger that.
Yeah, that's the nephew I was talking about. My sister and brother-in-law are going to a wedding tonight,
Bombing run.
so my parents are watching my nephew.
Commencing bombing run.
Yeah, see, with From the Ground Up, that is basically what happens, but that's generally not the idea for other stuff. Are you fairly happy with the GC AI as it is? I seem to have a problem with where my very cautious style of expansion prevents the AI from contesting ground, I think. Well, actually, there have been significant changes to the AI since even 2.2 released. However, because of the freezing issues that were occurring after battles, which seemed to be tied to the AI, we weren't including all the AI changes in the patches. But some of them were mistakenly included. Oop, I
Ready to go.
messed that up. Some of them were mistakenly included with 2.2.3, and so there's no real point for us not to include everything else. So there'll be some improvements from that right away, and then there'll be other stuff improved as we go. Like, a lot of the AI changes just started in March. Like, all the work that's been done on the AI, except for some tactical stuff that Pox and I did, just started in March when we were planning to release
Adjusting
in
navigator.
in April, and then ultimately didn't release until May. But was it May? Yeah, May 11th. No, it was April that we released. So yeah, it wasn't. We didn't have that long to work on it. That Bob had to work on it. So there's plenty of stuff we do want to change, and that will change, and even has changed. But we are happy with the direction it's going in.
Unit destroyed.
Is Reaper's cohorts? But I have no idea. Where are the people that I'm looking for? Oh, there's another HP gun. I thought there was a turbo laser. Will you be able to raid plants with the ground units, or will you stick with the stealth units? What do you have? I'd rather just stick with stealth units. I don't want to have the base game raid mechanic back, I don't think. I'm generally not a fan of that.
Reinforcement point contested.
That would be really messy to code in. Like, you'd have to have different checks for how many ships are there, how many ships are coming in, and then there'd have to be some mechanic to actually bribe them, which you'd have to put in a bunch of other stuff for, and you'd have to find all this stuff, switch the affiliate. It would be very messy, and I don't think there's really much reward for all the work that would go into making that happen. Because then people could just attack with like very few ships, hope for a raid fleet, retreat, and keep going back in until there's a raid fleet, because then they know they can just take over the raid fleet.
The enemy has been spotted.
Awaiting command.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, so let's get Zenith of Tyranny. Bad assets. And showdown.
Coming around.
A lot of these ships are from pretty close to the start of the LP, too. As above, get in there. And Invincible Reason, we'll send in Opal Corsa at the back there. And I guess we'll send in Misa Darth Jar Jar, Space Runner. I don't think we've actually used Space Runner. We have guns, and Base Delta Citadel.
Frigate reporting. I have them now. I'm on them. It's no good. I can't maneuver. Coming around.
Our target priority is the
Okay,
laser.
you guys' job is to destroy that nebula before it comes and kills all our stuff over here.
Awaiting orders. Target those lasers.
Okay, now take down the assault frigates.
Our primary engine system is down.
Open fire.
Gunship reporting.
Alright,
Frigate
let's
reporting.
get over there. Opal
Batteries
Corsa is
online.
looking like it's going to take a lot of damage here.
Cannon dart.
I don't think it'll blow up unless that nebula gets in range. No, it's not gonna. Can you just please use your super mega maser cannon thingy?
We're being targeted.
There we go. That still needs to be fixed. We gotta figure out exactly what...
Engines are gone,
Like, I don't...
I've got them in my sights.
There's no reason you should be facing that way. You were told to attack this direction. You have no backward facing arcs.
Star
It is
Destroyer
so dumb.
reporting in.
For another
Yes,
Our launch
Commander.
bay has been destroyed.
Weapons armed.
Oh, we might actually get it. Yeah, it's done.
The lasers are our target.
This one was
Fighters in range.
stealthily sitting in our fleet.
Eyes open, Commander. They're hitting.
Goodbye, Opal Corsa.
Ion cannon firing.
Encountering resistance. Eliminating target.
Yes, Commander.
Getting a lock. Intercepting.
Awaiting orders.
taking them out.
Okay. And they're leaving.
The primary target is the engines.
No more Nebula. No more other ships. Oh, no, they're going to get us to Chino. Only smaller ships going to be able to hyperspace out, or is almost every ship going to be able to ship? Depends on the faction. So most factions, it'll only be certain ships. The Empire of the Hand has a lot more ships that can do it. But it's not going to be like a universal ability.
I'm on it.
It's not going to, like, the proportion isn't going to change too much from what's already
Complete.
in like that. Alright, so this is a space fleet, right? It's not, yeah. You get in there.
Construction complete.
And you get in there. I have no idea what's actually going to be at either of these planets. That's what makes it fun. Star
Vehicle
Squad.
in production.
Imperial Dragoons.
Tactical battle imminent.
Inclement weather. If we turn down the speed of the turning, it'll probably be, or once we do that, it'll probably be a little bit better. Because it'll be easier to track. Oh, there.
Awaiting orders.
Choose your
Well,
reinforcements.
there goes that. So let's get
Heading to destination.
in there.
We're
and
moving out.
divided behind you.
Move out.
And Relena can go right in there. Oh, you're supposed to actually.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Not sure what's actually preventing it from going in there. But there we
At
go.
maximum unit capacity.
Awaiting your orders.
Okay, we're gonna lose it, but
Stay on target.
I don't think we'll be able to take out everything before the next HV gunshot comes in.
Got one.
I'm just gonna try to get it
Awaiting your
to
command. Moving to
fly in
coordinates.
towards the planet, so there's a bigger chance that it'll miss.
Sir,
Target locked.
Enemy fighters
Excellent
on me.
shot.
I'm on them.
I got one.
Stay in formation. Locking on. Get behind them. Enemies in range.
I haven't really seen the Empire
Target
and
locked.
NR fighting each other when they
I
had
have them
Battlefield between the
now.
Nexus 4.
Eliminate target.
Well, a lot of it is because we've just been pressing on both of them so much. They have been
Coming around.
mostly trying to reorganize to defend against that, I believe.
I've got
The lasers are our target.
Try not to let
Because there was a
one
little
down.
bit of back and forth they had, but they only had the one choke point. So, like we saw them take one of the planets a couple episodes ago, but neither of them has really had the resources to do much recently.
Got one. Nowhere.
Your
Okay.
command, sir.
target locked.
I can't
Just getting
shake her.
in.
Excellent shot.
There goes that allegiance. And Relena, can you go and take that one out? Say my
Try not to
name.
let one on your
Stay
tail.
there.
Formation.
Our Destiny's Child.
Try and draw their fire. Draw
Crater.
their fire.
No, you're
Locking on.
whatever.
Commander,
Attack formation.
reporting
fuckered.
in. Engaging the enemy. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Try not to let one on your tail. Enemies in range. I've got him lined up. Try not to let one on your tail.
I mean, if they want to have a truce, that's fine with me.
The stragglers.
I've got him lined up. Got one.
For another
I think we'll be fine.
Range. I can't shake him.
They're coming in quick.
Enemy unit disabled. Hold
More
on.
enemy craft.
Taking fire. Watch your six. Blast. My stabilizer's broken.
MTC is meant to be useless.
Roger that.
Well, right now we're aware they're useless.
Enemy unit
Their
disabled.
stats are quite low. They're supposed to be used for other stuff. It's just in this game they're not that
Watch your six.
Attack
useful,
commences.
so they'll be
Got one.
Target locked.
redone in a few ways.
Destroyer here.
Hypervelocity gas firing.
All right.
Intercept.
Goodbye.
Enemy unit disabled.
Excellent shot.
I'm on them. At mark.
I got one.
Point one. Attack formation. Stay in formation. That's got him. Stay in attack formation. Got one.
The enemy has been defeated.
Right, so we lost Ember Celica, which I think that's got to be a Fire Emblem reference, right? Like, that's not just me that thinks that.
I'm going. Constructing. Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
I don't know what else it could be a reference to, but I think it's got to be Fire Emblem.
Assault frigate here.
Ruby reference? I think it's Ember, but... Is there a Celica in Ruby? Or
Choose
is
your
that a thing?
reinforcements.
sir,
Reinforcements
it's them.
en route.
Oh, it's the name of Yang's Gauntlet. I did not know that.
Orders confirmed.
We shall be.
I just knew there was a
escorted.
character named Celica in Fire Emblem, so that was the first thing that
I
I...
copy. Attack.
Maybe that's a Fire
Report.
Emblem reference.
Order confirmed.
It seems like that's the kind of thing that Miles and
Reinforcements
Carrie at
canceled.
least would have been into. I don't know about Monty. But anyways, Paradox Engine, I think that is. Get in there.
Fire.
Ready.
Mon calamari cruiser here.
Yeah, so one of the things that
Mon calamari cruiser ready.
I guess a lot of people I don't think would have thought about when with 2.2, but was something that we were always kind of focused on,
Ready for command.
is that 2.2 was never intended to be like the final product of something. It was supposed to be the beginning. Like, it was supposed to be a rework, getting the basis for what we wanted. Oh god, that's not good.
Yes,
Getting the
Commander.
basis of what we wanted to do.
Awaiting orders.
So there's a lot of things that were started and we're taking in a direction trying to test it
Ready, go.
Awaiting
of
your
what we were
orders.
moving towards. But
Engaging the
there's a lot of
enemy.
it that, like, especially
My wings
economy related
are supported.
stuff, where it's never intended to be the end of anything. Like,
Squadron reporting.
so the way you produce ships is each individual ship does matter more now, but there's still ways in which the economy does need to be improved, or other things that we want to do to make individual ships more important.
Enemy unit disabled.
Your orders?
Falling out of formation. I lost their fire.
They're on position. Enemies on target.
Ready for orders.
Exactly, you're planning to make space battles better. I don't think they can. Well, one of the main things with space battles in particular is that we want to keep working on stuff for like abilities and that kind of thing, and keep working on balancing, because there's a lot of balancing stuff that we can do to just make individual ships feel a bit more in defined roles, in specialized roles. Alright, so that's going to be it for Uber Dorito.
Open fire on both laser cannons.
Alpha Striker getting there. This raid fleet is unexpected. Ultimatum. Afraid of Beam. USS Enterprise.
Excellent shot.
Reinforcements canceled.
Cannons have been disabled.
Reporting in.
Engaging the enemy. For another run.
Awaiting orders.
Fire for maximum effect.
Roger that.
Watch your back.
I'm losing.
My scopes are jammed.
Spamalot, you want to get in there as well?
Form up.
Reporting in. Under control.
Destroyer here.
Swinging around. I'm hit. Keep your eyes open.
Alright, Paradox Engine.
Bombers reporting in.
This may be it for you.
Target those lasers.
This is it for you.
Cover me now. Sir,
Watch it. He's coming around.
Our engines are
Rest in peace, Paradox Engine.
locking on. Can't see him. I've got him.
Watch for
I
enemies.
will remember
Copy.
him.
Go after them.
them now.
Return to your position. I'll take care of this.
I'm on.
Is version mismatch going to get fixed? That's not a bug. That just means that the person is playing a different version of files than you are.
Open fire.
I've got one on
The
me.
lasers are our target.
I've got him.
Our primary
If people are playing different mods, that'll show up. If people have different files in their base game folder that's interfering, then that'll show up. It's not a bug that mods can fix. It's just a problem with your files or with the other person's files.
I copy. Attack that target.
Enemy sighted.
Lollipop.
Destination confirmed.
What is it? How did this one get down there?
Craft.
I didn't even see it go there. I did a video on the channel for how to
The launch bay is gone.
how to fix if it's caused by having other files installed in your base game folder. So how to clean out your installation of EAW.
We've lost the shield
But if
generator.
it still shows up after that, it's just you're running a different version of whatever mod it is.
Our
Our
lasers are
target
down.
priority is the
All right,
laser.
spam a lot. You're gonna nope, rip spam a lot. Shouldn't there be different era amounts for different factions? I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly.
Reporting.
Like different numbers of eras, so like not 5 eras for everyone.
Star
'Cause,
Destroyer standing
like
by.
all the eras are just based on the Imperial leader, so and because it's a time period,
The lasers
then everyone
are
would
our
be in
target.
the same era. So then, if that's what you mean, then not really. Well, the video is called Mad Plays. It's called "Fixing Missing Empire at War Lobbies" because it used to be, or empty lobbies, something like that. Because it used to be like now
Roger that.
the game still shows lobbies
Following
if you're
here.
in a different mod, and it just shows the version mismatch thing. Before, if you couldn't get in, it just wouldn't show you. And that's when the video was made. But let's get Chain Heart back here. Let's get Imperium here,
It's about to be destroyed.
Corey's Pet,
I need help.
and the Big Z.
Pursuing enemy.
Mod Database was never really going to be able to play with Steam. They were always kind of different. The mod patches differently, and the EXE is different now, so it's never really going to be a feasible thing.
Star Destroyer
And really,
reporting in.
Mod Database doesn't really have active EAW multiplayer anymore, so and that, like, you can still do it through not Tungle. I think Tungle got taken down, but like Game Ranger. But it's just such a hassle. Anyone who wants to do multiplayer should really just get the game on Steam.
Attacking target.
to become a person in control of a ship. So, with this specific playthrough, we took the entries before the playthrough started. And since this is the last episode, we're not taking any more entries for that one. But when I do all the preview playthroughs, the named ships are available to patrons of the channel. So, people who support the mod on Patreon, or not the mod, the channel, myself. And also Twitch subscribers. So we lost Alpha Striker, Astolfo Bean Plushie, Paradox Engine, Porkins Revenge, Spamalot, and Uber Dorito. But we are pretty much done with these fleets, right? I don't think I'll be able to kill Urkala because I don't know that we're going to be really having another opportunity to use Urkala much.
Battle imminent.
Oh, you're invading. Well, let's start by taking on down here then.
Invasion commencing.
My game crashed when I kill a sword. I'm playing as the Dorado Authority if that helps. Are you on Steam or like that's possibly just a bug? I don't know whether it's something that's been fixed or not. Like it depends on which build you're on. Because that was a thing that would happen in the mod database version when the if you didn't update to the patch.
Right away, sir.
Okay, if another faction was destroyed that was getting other stuff spawned for them, because that was patched out in 2.2.1.
Sensor node constructing.
Is it Supremacy dead? I'm not sure. A lot of stuff is dead now. Probably, if it was in the Dreadnought fleet. Most of the Dreadnoughts died, because we kept them all as the Katana fleet, just one single fleet.
Right away.
So they were not the most effective fleet. It was cool, not very effective. Yeah, thanks for coming out, Kevin.
Moving to that area, sir. All right, man, take cover.
Zone.
Heading out.
Sensor node constructing.
Fallout.
Well, Urkala and Paradox Engine should have known what they were signing up for.
On my way, sir.
Reinforcements en route. Bombing run
Double A
available.
Blitz.
Acknowledged.
I think I'm going to send Double A Blitz to its
Ready.
death, as I
Moving
so
out.
often do with flying units.
Heading out. Destination ahead. Let's move out.
Specifically, I want to take out
Let's
the power generator. I don't think it's flanked by turbo lasers. I think it's
Keep
over
going.
here.
Firing.
If when you do follow the Republic Community Challenge, will there be another Corey's Katana fleet? We'll see. All depends on what people pick. In that one, the Dreadnoughts would be a higher tier unit. So I don't know that we'd have enough entries, because it'd probably be, at that point, high enough to be like one of the entry-level Patreon tier units.
Lancet standing by. This way. Over there. Engines activated.
Alright, you guys are going to start walking up that
Choose your
hill.
reinforcements.
And let's get Enter Shikari,
Acknowledged.
Iron Warriors, and
Order
Chief.
acknowledged.
Reporting in.
Aerial artillery reporting.
I mean, with the Katana fleet thing, I was specifically requested to make that fleet. And I think we all knew going in that it was not a good fleet. Like, Dreadnoughts are good when in with other stuff, but on their own, trying to take on, like, allegiances and stuff.
Target locked.
Anyone who didn't realize that that was probably going to end that way was...
Ready for
They only
orders.
have themselves to blame. Alright. This is always such a hard area to get into, but we did alright there.
Juggernaut ready.
Juggernaut ready. What are you? Doomsayer Manufacturing.
Commencing attack.
One of the less helpful corporations in the mod, I think.
Weapons armed.
So yeah, this is just like a
Moving to attack.
economic planet for them, really.
Ready. Targeting.
Proceeding. Reinforcement point contested.
At the ready. Receiving orders.
We are
There we go.
victorious.
Alright, so there's the corporate sector. Let's take
Planetary
a
control achieved.
second here. Or no, that wasn't Eddie. For some reason I was thinking we were doing the Ession and Bonin invasions there. Not the corporate sector. I did that because I wanted to cut off this. Which apparently they're doing for us.
Construction complete. Construction
Anyways.
complete.
Destination.
Now we're gonna do that. So let's see
Ready
what
to
they
go.
got. Bonin in, and this is that map, so
Invasion
no shit.
commencing.
Alright.
Choose your reinforcements.
On my way, sir.
Crusher, Wrath of
Enemy
Thrawn,
Base shields up.
Order acknowledged.
Seated, and Snowbird.
Maximum unit capacity.
Affirmative.
They must have had what are they called? Turbo lasers here. Yeah, they did.
Incoming.
Proceeding to target.
Lead
On
the
my way,
way.
sir.
Sensor node constructing. Construction complete.
Yes,
I
Commander.
think one of the next things I'm going to be working on though is scale for ground,
Ready.
because Jorrit and Phil did a lot of the hard pointing
Walker
stuff.
moving out.
So I'm going to be starting to working on getting the scale down, and then we'll go from there into the balancing a bit more.
Active.
All right, I need you to help over there. We need to take down these turbo lasers. We're going to go up this way, like we usually do on this map. I like the sensor nodes, or sensor arrays rather, but we have a rough idea of what's going to be in each place, so I'm not
Armored
as
transport
concerned
ready.
about getting there.
Walker moving to attack.
Comlink active.
Thanks for the follow, Commander Ghost. Phone Commander Ghost.
Firing.
Let's get you guys up here. I feel like that is in range of the turbo laser
Reporting
tower.
Ready, sir. Executing flyby.
Roger that.
But we're gonna go up this
As you
way
wish,
anyway,
General.
so who
Heading
cares?
out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Right away.
What we really need is the repair platform up there. Let's get you in range.
Orders received. Affirmative. Open fire.
Affirmative.
No, I need one of you to still be around here.
Awaiting your orders.
Infantry will be smaller, but they won't be super tiny.
Repair station constructing.
Hey, Deco.
Bombing run available.
See, this is not going to be a smart place to bombing run. Get our heal
Construction
on.
complete.
I think there's another turbo laser turret right here in this area. And that's going to be what we want to take out
I
next
copy. Right away.
before we
Moving
drop in a
out.
couple more units over on this side. Yeah, it's just in this one. I wasn't sure if there was one or two, because
Target
I'm never sure if there's
confirmed.
one right there as well.
Attack.
Do you outrange the turbo lasers? I think you may.
Copy.
Alright, you guys have done your job. Good job.
Spread out, men.
Over there, we're going to get
Heading out, sir.
Asterix in here and Thunderchild.
Reinforcements en route.
No, not Repairy.
Ready for orders. Copy.
Yes, I'll be there. I understand.
Destination set.
Sensor node
I'm with
constructing.
you.
Construction
Stay close
complete.
to me.
Okay.
May the Force be with me. I'm here.
You make a video on how to change the circumstances of aborting children TR. I wouldn't make a video for it, but it's just one line of code. You just go into the boarding Lua scripts. So scripts, game object, boarding. And there's an equation at the bottom, and you can see how that works. I'm not sure. There. By Asterix. You've been ordered 66.
Reporting. All out, troops. Let's move out.
You get the ground. We'll cover the air.
I was looking at the chat, so I didn't see exactly
Form up.
what I
Ground
sent him
targets
into.
locked.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure which dreadnought was yours, and I'm not sure, like, most dreadnoughts are dead.
Following your lead.
This way.
There were the few episodes with those Katana
Over
fleet
there.
stuff,
We'll cover
but
you.
I copy.
after that they were...
Run cancelled.
Fire. Reporting. Open fire.
So the unit entries for people who aren't like Twitch subscribers and patrons ended before the playthrough started, and this is the last episode of the playthrough, so I won't be able to add
Yes,
anything.
Commander. Proceeding to target. Attack that target.
Because once this stream is over, the playthrough's finished, so there wouldn't really be anything to add.
Fire at will. On my way, sir. Walker moving out.
Unit
As you wish, General.
destroyed.
Waiting orders.
Unit destroyed.
Copy. En route. Moving to coordinates. Roger that.
Maybe the unused one for next community challenge. Well, because the submissions are going to work differently, and we'll probably have a different subset of requestable stuff.
Moving out.
It'll probably be different, and I don't want to lock people into their old requests if they want to change it based on what those submission possibilities are. And it'll also probably be quite some time before the next one. So I'll just give people the opportunity to re-request.
Reporting. Heading out.
Yes, sir. I copy. Roger that. Right away.
AT-AT destroyed.
What the fuck?
The enemy has been defeated.
What killed the AT-AT? Is there still a turret down there? Oh well. So there's Crusher, Katitid, Master Asterix, and Vader's Fist. When is the next patch for TR? That's gonna be tonight.
Planetary control achieved.
We've come across enemy units.
Okay.
Choose your reinforcements.
Those in the tyranny just jump straight on in. Showdown in the front. Let's get Badass has to take out the station there. And base Delta 0 in the middle.
There, I've detected.
Bismarck. There we go. Nope, you're gonna go for the station. There you go.
Location go. Heading out.
The most useless thing in the game? I want to know for the next one. The most useless thing is the MTC. An MTC with only Z95s would be the least or
Draw their fire. Shields almost gone.
Z95s are Defender Starfighters. That would be the least useful fighter, or the least useful unit combination in the
Destroy
game.
the shield generator.
For another attack. They're coming in quick. Unable to shake them. More enemy crowd. Fire. I'm losing.
Sir, I've got it.
Engines are taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us. Getting for enemy ships. Blasted scum.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
I've also been thinking later tonight I might do another Reborn stream. So depending on how all the other work goes.
Nowhere to run.
Because we kind of got locked in for the last few streams to stuff that we weren't able to progress past.
Our
And
target priority is the laser cannons.
I was finally able to beat the thing that I couldn't beat before. And now I'm pretty confident we can progress to the next little bit of the game at least. So I kind of want to do that again.
He's headed your direction for another attack. Nowhere to go. Intercepting. Squad, move in. Narrowing position. Engaging the
Alright.
enemy.
Just a Gallifrey there? Is that it?
Enemies in range. Losing power.
Oh no, there's a Sachin.
Choose your reinforcements.
Stay in
Moving to
formation.
My
section.
scopes are jammed.
Target
Carrack
locked.
en route.
Underway.
There we go.
Reinforcements
We're
cancelled.
on our way. We'll be there shortly. Weapons ready.
Oh, it's gone. Where are the maps for ICW? They're in the maps.meg file. Well, some are in, I don't know if they're all in there. Some are probably still in data art maps. The others would be in the maps.meg file so that they load properly, like the skirmish ones. In multiplayer.
Construction complete.
On my way.
Are you liking Galactic Battleground so far? It's fun. The last mission was really long. I still need to record the next couple.
Construction complete. Invasion commencing.
Well, Rusty, I know you were around in the first few Reborn streams when they were done on Twitch. I don't know if you were still following after the streams moved to YouTube for that one.
They're in this direction.
I copy.
Choose your reinforcements.
Destination set.
Reporting. Keep going.
Sensor node
Order
constructed.
acknowledged.
Construction complete. Sensor node has been sold.
Yes, Commander.
Shared space triangles is where all of the units that are shared between all the different Imperial factions go.
Ready. Attack.
They are space triangles, and they are shared by different factions.
AT-AT ready.
Hence, shared space triangles.
Reinforcements en route.
Armor transport.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Targeting. Firing. Target acquired. Reporting in.
Okay.
Additional garrison
Drop
on
units.
the way.
Yes, Commander.
You know, I think that was one of the things that came with all the Google Plus integrations, that it would default to real names for YouTube.
Awaiting orders.
It's kind of weird, but
This way. Over there. Moving in.
can you guys just fucking stand where I tell you to stand? Is that
Commencing attack.
really that big of a problem for you guys?
Reinforcement troopers deployed.
Ready.
Bombing run available.
Form up.
Unit destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting your orders. Weapons armed. Walker
Just
moving to attack.
shoot at one.
Let's move out.
Shoot at the stuff in front of you. You're dead.
Tactical situation unfavorable. Retreat suggested.
Okay, let's try that again.
Invasion commencing.
Enemy forces ahead. Roger.
Okay, now go up there. Capture the build
Right away,
pad.
sir.
Don't run away from it just because you want to go die to something
Choose
else.
your reinforcements.
Heading out.
I don't have the AT-AT, so it's going to be harder to kill any of that stuff.
Order
Iron
acknowledged.
Warrior,
Heading out.
platoon.
Turret constructed.
I don't know if they actually still have the V-Wings. I think those died, but... Yeah, they definitely did die. So let's...
Squad, advance.
Construction complete. Turret
Camera
constructed.
active. As you wish.
Turret's almost up.
Destroyed.
Nope.
Brigade
They
standing
built the
by.
turret there.
Rolling out. Armor ready. Just give me a target. Charge. Scanning target. Moving
Advance.
to fire. Tank brigade ready. Targeting. In my sights. Moving to position. Moving.
Don't destroy... Actually, yeah, destroy that. That's not one of the prisons.
Attack. Fire. Open fire.
Right away. Inputting coordinates.
At maximum unit capacity.
They're just going to immediately
On my
spawn
way.
again.
Moving out.
Get back here.
Right away. Order acknowledged. Heading out.
Bombing run available.
Attack that target.
How can I help you?
Hikori Era is the hate. Not sure what. What about the Hapes?
Skywalker here. Commander Skywalker reporting. Understood. As easy as bullseying Womp Rat. Concentrated firepower contested.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that.
I'll be there.
This should be fun.
May the Force be with
Yes,
me.
Commander.
I understand. I'm on
There, no more free units for you.
Commencing bombing
Awaiting
run.
your signal.
Yeah, and the air progressives, I think it's like week 75-ish that they open. I'm not exactly sure which week, but it's around, I think it's somewhere between
Fire ready.
70 and 100. I think it's 75, 80.
On my way. Skywalker reporting.
Then they open up and you can go and invade them. Longtime fan, what kind of changes are coming in tonight's update? Well, actually, we've decided that we're removing all ground maps. We hired this new mapper before releasing 2.2, and he seemed good at first, but then we just decided he was ruining the mod, so
Be right there.
forget what his name was, but he's off the team now. Can you get more insight on how you got? That's a joke, by the way, for anyone who doesn't think that might be, yeah, not happen. Insight on how you guys are improving ground combat. Well, I talked about that a little bit earlier in the stream when we were invading New Cov, so in the first couple battles. So I'm not going to go back into too much, but we will, as we get stuff done with it, we will be having more news posts about it, and I'll do more videos about it specifically. Is it possible to create your own faction, TR? Technically, in the same way that we create any other faction. But it's a fair amount of work.
Reinforcement train contested. The order. Choose your reinforcements.
Factions are honestly not the simplest place to start if you're just learning how to mod. Yeah, there will be a lot of new ground maps, courtesy of, like, I'm working on one for the mod, like the live modding series thing, and then Rogue Leader there is doing a bunch of them all the time. He actually just finished 2 other ones, and I keep forgetting to, but I want to post some pictures of them all in mod database. Rogue, do you have a mod database account, Rogue? If you do, I can add you to the group for that's AA Blitz and Slough Squadron, but I'll add you to the mod database mod team group, and then you can just post the media yourself, and then I don't have to remember.
System control achieved. Tactical battle imminent. Building under construction.
Alright, so Bonneton. I'm gonna combine these ground forces.
Destination set. Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
We're invading Yavin. I think we can actually win that. Is it possible to make SSDs capturable by boarding shuttles? It's possible. Yes, I wouldn't suggest doing it. And thank you, Andrew. Way too generous of you. Thank you. We'll be able to see the stream because a birthday party would have a good rest of your stream. Take care of my bus. I think the Viscount is safe.
Ready to go. Scouting. On my way. Scanning area.
But enjoy your birthday party.
Roger that.
The stream will... the stream should be published right after it's finished, so anyone who did miss either the whole stream or part of it, it'll all be up and available to watch.
Awaiting orders. Engaging enemy.
There they are.
Fire. On the move. Scouting area. Target acquired. Always ready, sir. Affirmative. Let's go. Right away.
Unit destroyed.
Moving out. Heading out. Enemy sighted. Enemy spotted.
You'd have to add the boardable tag to the SSD's code.
Fall out.
Unit destroyed.
Let's move out.
Okay, let's see if we can get around behind these AT-AT.
Keep going. This way. Over there. Scouting.
Theatrics.
On my way. Fire for maximum effect. Scanning area. On the move. Scouting area. Attack!
Yeah, it's just a category mask.
Tactical battle imminent.
Would it be possible to show the radius? We could probably show it with a particle or something. Sounds like my nephew is not very happy right now.
There they are! Blast them!
Roger that. Let's go.
It's too bad we don't have any infantry. But I think they only have those X troopers.
Right away. Moving out. Heading out.
Our base is under attack. Open fire! Attack that target!
Fall out.
Nope, focus on the thing.
Let's move out.
we
Inputting
go.
coordinates. Keep going.
Attacking target! We are
Here we go.
victorious.
The civilians almost took out the light vehicle factory. Alright, do we go? Yeah. We're gonna go in there. I'm gonna send this down to Yavin. That fleet's gonna go into Nespis after that. It looks like that's just the MTCs. And, oh, you guys, we do have the extra fleet here with, K-pop bus.
Construction complete.
Coming around.
Send them in a castle. I mean, this is probably gonna get there first, but... well, no, we have to leave those over Thanos until we capture the thing. So, take out Ession.
Invasion commencing.
Yeah, this is I think the first and longest time that
Form up.
they're leaving
Avoiding fire.
my nephew with
Right away.
anyone that's not
Moving to that
them
area,
for
Up.
more
Heading
than
out.
I think
All out,
he's
troop.
been with them for maybe 1 or 2 hours before, but he's like 6 months old, so it's been like a build up for
Move out.
months of preparation for this.
Sensor node
Awaiting
constructed.
orders. Let's go.
Construction
going.
complete.
This way.
I will
Enemy
clarify,
is approaching.
both of my parents are out with him. I'm not just leaving a
there.
baby crying in the background while I play video games, in case that was
Moving out.
unclear.
We've secured an abandoned sensor array.
Relentless Gecko, all the maps would just be in the maps.meg file. It wouldn't be a folder. You'd have to extract them from the meg file, and then you can edit them from there. What's that? Is that okay? Turbo laser up here. So
Bombing run available.
Ready.
oh, that's gonna come up from here.
Commencing bombing run.
There we go. Took out both of them.
Advancing.
If we get up here, are we gonna be safe? I don't think
Squad,
so.
move out.
We're gonna need
Choose your
something else in with it.
reinforcements.
So let's bring in
On the
Rush,
Course
Buff,
plotted.
and Spaghettinators.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Awaiting orders. Almost there. I copy, sir. Heading out. I copy. Right away. Moving out. Heading out, sir.
All you would need to do to add boarding shuttles to other factions is add them to the affiliation tag. Alright, what do we still got over here? Alright, so we're gonna capture this this landing zone.
Choose your
We'll bring in
On my way, sir.
Buildcat and Tupaka? No, that's not.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Let's kill a cam.
Destination set. Copy. Let's go. Keep going. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Blast them.
Cannon charge. This way.
Proceeding.
Over there.
Moving out.
Acknowledged. Fire support ready. Destination set.
So we're gonna move just straight in the bottom here.
Bombing run
Unit
available.
destroyed.
On my way, sir.
Advancing.
Walker
Lost one
moving
of
out.
our...
Squad, move out.
Attack.
Oh, no, that's...
As you wish,
okay.
General.
Get back.
Right
away,
away.
sir.
Moving out.
Squad,
They captured it.
Unit
They captured it.
destroyed.
Heading out.
Bomber standing
What are we actually going to need to bombing run? Not really
Initiate
much, so let's just
attack
take out that
run.
bunker. And you
I
guys...
Fire.
Commencing
I guess if they're going to
bombing
keep
run.
that. Which they shouldn't, because they're running up
Open
here.
fire.
So they're going to lose the influence on it.
Attack that target.
By the way,
Reporting.
I don't want you out there.
Let's move out.
We need the AT-AT. Okay, never mind.
Yes, sir.
It's all fine.
Let's go. Attacking target.
All right, men.
Yes,
Load your
Commander.
weapons.
Affirmative.
Here, you just stay up back
Keep
here.
going.
You stay back here.
Reporting.
You guys go take out that tax agency.
Attack. Reporting. Yes, Commander.
Yes, sir. Fall out, troops.
Ready. Over there.
Those are capturable as well? Yeah. So we can just walk
AT-AT
back
ready.
into the base.
Fire at will. Acknowledge. Destination set. Armored transport ready.
turbo laser tower.
Reporting in.
Can you
Attacking.
hit that without being in
Roger
range
that.
of the actual turbo laser? You can.
Form up.
That's good. And we'll have the
Bombing run available.
shield down so we can dock that.
Reporting.
Awaiting
You
your
guys just
orders.
go... Everything on that is
Proceeding to
dead.
target.
Alright, so there we go.
On my way, sir.
abandoned turbo laser
Targeting.
tower.
We're ready. Walker moving out.
Now he's got to move out on these kind of things.
The enemy has been
There we go.
defeated.
Hey Fraser, how's it going? Right, we did lose buff, please.
System control
Ready to go.
achieved. Beginning construction.
Let's get you guys down.
Construction complete.
Alright, I think this is the last allegiance, at least in this area. There might be one by Yagamine or Bilbringi.
The enemy has been spotted.
So... Oh, never mind. You're leaving. So that's got to be going to Yagamine or Bilbringi. What have been some of your favorite names in the playthrough? There are a lot of good ones. It's hard to remember a lot of them at this point. But... I mean, Christopher Walken was funny for an AT-AT.
Enemy unit sighted.
Did they just not want to give
Hold
up
on.
on this? Well, it was
Copy.
what? Viewings and MPTLs? So,
Right away, sir.
let's get over here.
Squad, advance.
Turret constructed.
AA,
I copy.
and that.
Construction complete.
There.
Move out.
We can do another AV turret here or something?
Turret constructing.
Awaiting orders.
Come on, they gotta be coming here.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Right away. Moving to that area, sir. Heading out.
I don't really mind if they retreat at this point.
Fall out, troops.
Because if they all get concentrated in one place, we can have at least one better battle.
Order acknowledged.
Like, I'm not concerned about their ability to regroup. I want them to...
Yes, Commander.
If we can just have all their stuff in one place and have a nice battle out of that, then I'm happy.
Construction complete.
When we
Let's
show
move
the
out.
asserter, we've shown pictures
go.
of how it is now. I uploaded a render of it last year.
Turret constructed.
Order, sir. Keep going. This
Why are
way.
they not attacking?
Copy.
Do they not want to win?
Complete.
I copy. This way. Over there.
I can't be
Move out,
responsible for engaging
away.
everything
On my
here.
way.
Moving to that area,
Scanning
sir.
area. On the move.
I'm not sure if there were civilians up here or if that
Scouting
was a
Let's
vehicle.
Heading
Right
out.
away. Moving out.
Fall out, troops.
Heading out. Fall out.
Move out.
Okay, so there's an
Let's move
infiltrator.
out.
Let's go.
Inputting coordinates.
We've secured a landing zone. Base is under attack.
Here they come.
Turret has been sold.
Reporting. Keep going.
Keep going.
Barracks destroyed. Constructing.
Alright, so you guys go over to there. We'll do common or
Construction
last.
complete.
Check out what they both got.
Construction complete.
We captured all that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, Kessel.
Tactical battle imminent.
Not too knowledgeable on Legends Lore, but we're Thrawn, Falcons, and Clone Wars. No, I don't believe so.
Look, sir. It's them.
And TR, how do you get rid of the debt? You mean when planets have negative income? That's from unit upkeep. So your units cost a certain amount of money,
Choose your
Uh,
reinforcements.
and that money gets subtracted from the income at the planet they're on.
Orders confirmed.
Fall out. Right away. Moving out.
Ion cannon firing.
So you technically can't get rid of that. Right, Freedom's
Moving into
thingy,
position. Moving
Blockade
out.
Runner,
On my
Empire's
way.
End,
Sir, aye.
Biggest
Right away.
Kahuna,
Sir, aye.
and
Hang
Raid.
out. I've got him. Eliminating target. Target locked.
The lasers are our target.
I have them now. No good. Got him. I can't maneuver. I'm on.
If you look at all the units,
Powering resistance.
then it'll have an ability with a maintenance cost.
Break off.
Our target priority.
Basically, for a lot of this stuff, if you just look at the units, how they work, it's fairly self-explanatory.
Good. I can't maneuver.
A lot of it you just have to learn by playing around with it.
Can't switch position. Ready for
Yes,
command.
sir.
Watch him. He's coming around.
They've destroyed our ion cannons.
Where'd he go? Nowhere to Shields are almost gone. Coming around. Scratch one. Tightening up my sights. Cover me now.
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Swinging around.
The lasers are our target.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to
Let's
destination.
move out.
Draw their fire.
Moving into position.
Watch for enemy ships.
Reinforcements
The launch
canceled.
bay is gone.
Unable to shake them. Regroup.
We've lost our turbo lasers. The shields are holding. Our primary engine system is down.
Alright, I lost. Is that as above? Or Invincible Reason?
At your command.
This one is as above, so we lost Invincible Reason.
Take out the iron cannons.
Not so invincible anymore.
I'm hit.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
We're drawing their fire. We're being targeted.
Our primary target is those iron cannons. Our lasers are destroyed.
Taking fire. I can't hold out. They're hitting us. Blast. My stabilizer's broken loose.
Our primary engine system is down.
No good. I can't maneuver. I've got a problem. Where'd he go? I'm in range.
Awaiting your orders.
Ion cannon firing.
Nowhere
Ready to
run.
receive orders.
Falling out of formation. TIE squadron standing by. Keep your eyes open. Draw their fire.
Awaiting your command.
Formation.
Fire at will.
Resistance.
You need to get out of there.
Your command.
Regroup for another attack. I can't maneuver.
This is also Empress pre a lot of the nerfs.
We're drawing their fire.
I'll try and draw their fire.
Alright, I'm gonna retreat from here.
Calculating jump to light speed.
We'll come back in with some other ships. Because I don't think we're gonna be able to take all this out and then
Scum.
effectively take on the Empress. So we lost last barricades, invincible reason, Misa Darth Jar Jar, Showdown VIP, biggest Kahuna, Bismarck, Blockade Runner, Empire's End, and Freedom Speed.
Construction complete.
You guys, I'm actually going to use you to clear out Bothawai. We need to get some other units in here. And we need our ground units
Construction complete.
over Thanos.
On my way, sir.
Let's get these space units over to Mon Calamari. And you guys into Nespis. Never mind, they actually went back to Nespis. So I'll use the interdictor here. But what else do we have? I'm just gonna pause for a quick second. So what do we have left? We have Duro, we have Commodore, and Thanos. Kessel, Dasucha, the Mom, on Calamari, Alicia, Nalhada. We have a space fleet over basically everything. Didn't we have another ground army somewhere? No, we combined 2 of them in the north, so I think we did only have 3. No, here we are. These guys. What I was looking for. We have Hailfires, we have more AT-ATs. I'll probably need to drop those into one of the fleet, or one of the armed forces, just to get some better stuff going on.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, Zenith of Tyranny. Bad assets. As above.
Right
Base
away.
Delta 0. We have guns.
Reinforcements
Spear of
canceled.
Infamy. Space Runner
Canceled.
in the back.
We're heading
And
out.
whichever one that was.
Ready to receive orders.
Ready for battle. Roger that.
Ready for
Sure,
battle.
you know what? You should probably actually focus on the
Lasers
Nebula.
are our target.
We'll send them safe
You can
ready.
focus on the
Nebulon B frigate here.
Getting
home one
along.
type.
Target locked. Closing on target. Pursuing enemy forces.
Hit it up.
Excellent shot. I got one. Sir, locking on. Enemies in range. Target locked. Sir, eliminating target. Stay in formation.
I've got it.
Get behind them. I have them now.
Star Destroyer comms
I'm
open.
on them. Coming around.
Take out those engines.
Direct fire on
Don't
the
have it running away from
Target's
us.
incoming.
Yo, those
Destroy
engines
the
too.
engines.
There we go. These guys are done.
I've got him.
Commander, they're hitting us. Where'd he go?
Should you talk like this? It sounds like 2 times. I don't. Anyone listening at 2 times at that point would have no idea.
Take out the iron cannon.
People listening at 1 time at that point would have no idea what I was saying. But
Cover me.
We are victorious.
here we go.
Retreat aborted.
Retreat. Abortion.
Tactical battle imminent.
Ooh. Oh. Never mind. This was my attack. I saw the orange and I was like, what?
Incoming.
Water free product to 0.5.
Commander. Coming around.
Alright. This is gonna be a little rough,
Choose
I
your
think.
reinforcements.
Reporting in.
MTC
Heading to
Brigade is
destination.
coming in.
Ready for orders.
Well, Revenant, this is a
Warm up.
Ready to receive orders.
moment of truth for Akala.
Roger that.
Here comes the MTCs.
Nowhere to run.
Those are in fact a lot of fighters, but they're TIE droids.
V-wing squadron
Calling for
reporting.
me, sir.
We have TIE
Good as
raptors
gone.
There, I've detected.
and scimitars,
Bombers at the ready.
and just generally better fighters than
Hold
them.
on.
Avengers.
Yes.
No, you're gonna get in the back, and I'm gonna use you to interdict.
Changing course.
You're gonna be the party
Rebels
stopper.
Ready. Falling out of formation.
Try not to let one of your
Destroyer
tail
here.
Fire.
Sojourn's end is gonna come to an end, it looks like.
Attacking. Intercepting.
form up.
Losing.
Ready to receive orders.
Attack formation.
The lasers have been
Waiting
destroyed.
order.
I'm on them.
Enemy fighters incoming.
They're coming around.
Running out of maneuvers.
Excellent shot. Awaiting orders.
That's got
Acquiring
engine.
target. Go after the stragglers. I got one.
I'm under attack.
Get behind them.
I'm hit.
Copied.
Locking on. Fire.
Getting torn apart.
Have them
Old man Pews is
Star Destroyer comm.
going down.
I'm on them.
Alright. Ricala, you're gonna need to get up a little bit further. You're not doing much good for anyone back there.
Enemies in range.
A launch bay has been
Say my name, can you hit that, Lancer? No, you're probably best off just going forward. And we'll get you to come forward a little bit more.
Attacking.
Choose your reinforcements.
Coming back around for another run. Getting a lock. I'm in range. Taking fire.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
The torpedo launcher has been destroyed.
Orders.
Commander, they're hitting us. Our lasers have been destroyed.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Sir, I got one. I've got him.
Star Destroyer comm open.
Stay in formation. Primary engine system is down.
Sir, I...
Yeah, that's one of the things that Pox and I were talking about before, before any of the other AI changes you made, Bob. Trying to work out, like, different
Awaiting orders.
behavior sets for fighters, bombers, and interceptors.
Eliminating target.
Sequence engaged.
V-wing here.
I've got them in my sights.
The
Just like
lasers
default
are
stuff
our
they
target.
do.
Target locked. Getting a lock.
Our engine is down.
They've destroyed our
Our target
torpedo
priority
launcher.
is the laser cannons.
Excellent shot. I'm on them.
That's got him.
What role does the TIE Defender do? Basically everything.
Formation. Our engines are destroyed.
Less well right now than it should, but
We're starting our attack
Them
run.
now. I'm on them.
Try not to let one of your
Target
tail.
locked.
Can anyone
They
else see
run.
Stay in attack formation.
Eliminating
Where are
target.
you?
Got one.
Target locked.
Watch your six.
Coming around.
Stay in
Ascendancy at the
attack
ready.
formation.
I've got them in
Enemy
my
unit
sights.
disabled. Enemy unit disabled.
Instructions
Shoot him
received.
down. Where's our cover?
Falling out of
Where'd he come
formation.
from?
Copy.
Stabilizer's broken loose.
Coming back around.
go kill more of those guys.
Draw their fire.
You should be fine. So let's go
Weapons
Can't take another
charged.
hit
just
like
into this
that.
area.
Position.
Someone cover me.
Should we go around for another pass?
Take out some of those other bombers and fighters and stuff.
Incoming.
The lasers are our target.
Group for another
Okay, we do have enough pop cap to bring in Pox's Revenge.
Reinforcements en route.
It's bad.
Watch your six.
I think that's the one with a lot of K-wing, or yeah, K-wings, because Shameless Rising had a lot of
Star Destroyer standing by.
Our lasers are in off.
no, this one's assorted. Shameless Rising had a lot of skip rays.
intercept.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I'm on them. Stay in formation.
I copy.
Enemies in range. Get behind them. I have them now. Taking fire. All fighters attack.
Need help?
Yes, Commander, they're hitting us. I'm on them.
Star
Target
Destroyer
locked.
Yes, come on.
Maneuver.
I've detected.
Weapons ready.
Eliminating target.
See, one of my favorite parts of Empire War is that one of the voice lines for the fighters when they're fighting is, "I can't maneuver."
I got
But that should just be like a movement order line for anything bigger than 1,200 meters.
nowhere to run.
Got one on me.
Falling out of formation.
That's it.
Coming around.
One.
I think Shameless Rising is somewhere,
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
because I think all the patron units got
Yes, sir.
built.
I've got them in my
Attack.
sights.
I don't know that it was used as much.
The lasers are our
I forget what
target.
fleet it was in.
I'm losing.
Sir, I...
Awaiting orders.
Regroup.
Awaiting
for
your
another
orders.
attack. Enemies in range.
I'm hit.
Targeting.
They've got us targeted.
Awaiting your command.
I got him.
That Lancer really helped those fighters out.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, these K-Wings coming for that.
Ready.
Ready to receive orders.
Target locked.
Y-Wing Squadron reporting.
I've been hit.
Your command, sir. Fire.
Coming back around for another run.
Choose your reinforcements.
Getting a lock.
You build in an Arc-10, or bring in an Arc-10s, but not super worth it right now.
Excellent shot.
See him.
Reporting.
I got one.
Roger. Closing on
I'm on
enemy.
them.
I've
Watch
lost
your
engine
six.
2.
They're coming in quick. More enemy
I've
craft.
lost engine 2.
Attack. Taking fire.
I can't see
Okay,
him.
say my name. Can you just do something useful right now?
Stay in formation.
Where are you?
Detected. Locking on.
Part of the problem in this compared to the actual mod is that the multi-layer scripts aren't on for this playthrough for the challenge mode
Y-Wing
units.
standing by.
So
Enemies in range.
everything is on the same Z layer, and it's just
Yes,
a
sir.
mess trying to navigate around each other.
Enemy fighters. on me.
Lasers linked and ready.
Coming
Enemy
back
fighters
around for another
incoming.
run. Getting a lock. Intercepting.
Commander. Engaging the
Can't see
enemy.
him.
Reporting.
There we
I've
go.
lost engine 2.
Ready to
Got one
receive
on me.
orders.
I've lost engine 2.
Stay in formation.
No, our call is fine. All the K-Wings around are
Where'd he go?
gonna take out the Legion's hard points faster than anything, and we also have a or an endurance right there. So
I've been hit. I've lost engine 2.
Roger
Coming
that.
on me.
Behind them.
We've got them on scopes.
Eliminating target.
Your orders?
Have them now.
I
Form
can't
up.
see
can
him.
you finish off that, please, Lancer,
Commencing.
before bad things happen to all of our fighters?
Destroyer here.
Excellent shot. I got
We're
one.
drawing their fire.
Locking on.
Bombers at the ready.
Copy. Attack.
Take the ready.
Falling out of formation. Coming around. Enemies in range.
Star Destroyer comms open.
Target locked. I've got them in my sights. Eliminating
copy.
target.
Fire.
Target locked.
Rendezvous at
Excellent shot.
Point 1.
I got one. Locking on.
Opening fire on the torpedo.
Enemies in range. Coming back around for another run.
All right.
Watch your six.
Target locked.
Countering resistance.
Eliminating target.
Reporting.
So there's the last of that massive Allegiance fleet that we were so worried about.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Getting a lock.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
That's it. Scratch one.
And
Hold on.
yeah, I don't know what made me think I would have been able to finish in that last episode. It would have been like, already, it would have been like a 2.5 hour episode.
Excellent shot. Intercepting.
Grease through full throttle.
I'm on them.
Is it just that fighter squad?
Stay in formation.
Oh,
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Target's coming in fast.
I mean, even did I put the...
Yes, Commander.
Retreat aborted.
What are you doing up there? Now that you're working with Bob, is there any chance of introduction of upgrades? The reason we don't really do upgrades like that in TR is because they're based on story scripting that, well, aside from performance issues, which is a big part of why Phoenix Rising has a lagged Galactic Conquest map, is it relies on locking and unlocking units, which we would only be able to do for 3 factions. So the Empire, New Republic, and the Empire of the Hand. Other factions would not be able to have it. So it would be very unbalanced for everything else, which means that ultimately it's not really a good thing to do for the other factions to make something that 3 of the factions can just upgrade way past what anything in the other factions can do. And that's from hard-coded limitations. You can't do locking and unlocking for units in those extra factions. Like, there are other kinds of upgrades that we've talked about before, and with like being able to unlock the units themselves and some other stuff like that within those 3 factions, but in general that's not really one of the goals with the mod.
Reporting. Over there.
See, this is probably a too conveniently placed
Enemy base
sensor
shields
array.
up.
We've come across enemy units. Choose your reinforcements.
Alright. Kill a cam.
Destination set.
Kill the cat.
Is under attack.
Copy. As you wish, General.
Uh-oh.
Target acquired. I copy.
Let's bring in decimators then. And... push back.
Reported. Battalion standing by.
Well, there's some stuff you can do with Lewis scripts,
Yes,
but...
Yes, Commander.
it's also just not really within
Affirmative,
the
sir.
scope of what the mod
Right
wants
away.
to do.
Commencing attack.
And a lot of the upgrades in PR are conjectural as well.
Weapons armed. Report. Spreading out. Walker moving to attack.
I'll follow your lead.
Yes, Commander.
And it's really cool in PR, but we don't want to have every mod be the same either.
Targeting at maximum firepower. Cannons charged. Moving out. Ready. Heading out. Attack. Fire. Fallout troops. Let's move out. Open fire. Let's go. Attack that target. Attacking target. Fire at will.
I'm here, sir.
Bombing run available.
Right.
This is going to be a very difficult turbo laser to hit.
AT-AT ready.
Comlink active. Commencing bombing run. Mauler ready.
Yeah, the plan is still to release another patch for the Steam build today.
Armored transport ready. Keep going. Attacking.
Please don't run forward. I need you to sit exactly where you are. Don't move.
Choose your
Don't
reinforcements.
blink. Don't
Right away.
don't do anything.
At
Order
maximum
acknowledged.
unit capacity.
Time order, copy. There they are. They are in my sights. Ready. In attack position. Activating.
Attack.
I may have reduced the damage on those way too much.
Reporting in. This way. Roger that.
Okay, this should actually be safe-ish. No,
Over there.
not quite.
Firing. Target acquired.
Coordinates. Roll out. Deploying. Yes, Commander. Let's move out. Let's go.
Okay, if you go just straight on the top bit, let's see how far in you can get without blowing up.
Destination set.
Without getting shot at by that turret. I think that's just out of range, yeah.
Proceeding to target.
Oh, no, there's another one behind it.
On my way, sir. Commencing attack.
Didn't see it on the mini-map, so, well, whatever.
AT-AT destroyed.
Ready.
Bombing
Keep
run
going.
available. At
Right away.
maximum unit capacity.
Let's get rid of that.
Ready. Commencing bombing. All weapons loaded.
We'll get a repair platform there.
Affirmative. Got it.
Moving out. Awaiting your orders.
Yeah, I have heard of
Repair
that. Let's
station
get go.
constructing.
T4B ready.
Construction complete.
Roger that. Give me a target. Form up. Scanning for enemies.
Tank brigade here. Attacking. We're right behind you.
Bombing run available. Unit destroyed.
We're like, there's no way we don't lose a bunch of stuff in this battle. There we go.
Offline.
Over there. T4P, I'll follow your lead.
We are victorious. System control.
Honestly, I already find Republic at War kind of laggy, and having higher poly models isn't going to improve that.
Constructing.
Destination set.
Beginning construction.
Again, Jacko, if you're going to be trying to mod the game, I do suggest looking at the code yourself before asking on how to do stuff.
Battle imminent.
That's generally the best way to learn. Because if you look in the code for the units, then the way to make them reveal more Fog of War individually is fairly self-explanatory. A lot of the stuff, that like if you have questions after trying to do something and you get stuck, then I'd be happy to answer them. But generally, when people are asking me for help modding,
Weapons
I tell
ready,
them
sir.
that
We're on the move.
try it yourself, because that's the best. That is by far the best way to learn.
Commencing attack. Maneuvering. Enemies incoming. Roger that. Direct fire at their laser cannons. Form up.
With changing stuff in XML especially, when you just look at the code, a lot of it, like the tags literally do what they say. So like if you're trying to make stuff bigger,
Awaiting orders.
there's something that says specifically scale factor.
All
If you're trying to
fire
change the
directed
pop cap
to the
or something, there's
torpedo
something that
launcher.
says pop cap,
I've been hit. Directing weapons at their lasers.
like space pop cap pop.
Enemy target sighted. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Watch that crossfire.
Directing weapons at their lasers. The ion cannons are our primary target.
For revealing Fog of War, it's called Fog of War Reveal Range.
Attack formation.
Direct fire at their laser cannons. Attack! Fire!
Nowhere to go.
Targeting the torpedo launcher.
No good. I can't maneuver. I'm losing power. I'm losing power. Stay in attack formation.
They're coming around.
So the Empress I'm a little bit concerned about,
I'm losing.
I've been losing power.
but I think overall we should be fine here. Adding additional hardpoints requires edits to generally both the model and the code,
Open fire!
because the hardpoints have to be attached to bones.
Directing weapons at their lasers.
So unless whoever rigged the model was expecting there to be additional hardpoints added, you won't really have anywhere additional to attach them.
Enemy ships.
Regroup.
Taking fire. Keep your eyes open. Need help? Ready, go.
Primary drive system is down.
Engaging the enemy. Nowhere to run.
Been hit. Keep your eyes open.
Falling out of formation. We're being targeted. I'm on this one.
I've got a kid.
Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Under control. Draw their fire.
Enemy
Unable to shake them.
Watch your back.
Destroying the ion cannon.
Returning to your position.
That is generally from inconsistencies in the unit health versus the hardpoint health totals, Connor. So I assume that's what's going on there.
Directing to the torpedo launcher.
I've got him. Need help. Stay in attack formation.
Engines
Our
are
launch bay has been destroyed. The ion cannons are our primary target. Need help? I've been hit. Yes, sir.
ships.
Yes. Come on, man.
They're hitting us.
Destroy.
Alright, so still a fair amount of fighters left here.
Directing fire at the engine. Heading out.
Keep your eyes open.
We'll finish off this assault frigate, and then we'll be able to take out the rest of these fighters pretty easily.
Attacking
Then we're just going to rush the Empress.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out.
Ready.
Swinging around.
Our shields are
Yeah, there will be hexes.
Fire at will. Eliminating target.
Our engines are gone, sir.
Your orders.
More enemy craft.
Attacking.
Getting a lock. Target.
Okay, so we'll just let that play out a bit. We'll get rid of those fighters first.
Got them in my sights.
Hold on.
Coming back around for another
An
run.
attack
Pursuing
formation.
enemy forces.
Hold on.
And let's just
Target
go
tank.
straight in.
Your command, sir.
This is probably going to be heavy losses.
Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Honestly, with something like the Supremacy, you just put it in the background, kind of like the Death Star was in the base
Awaiting
game.
your command. Firing.
Because you can do that and still have like hard points and everything.
Directing weapons at their lasers.
I got one on me.
Closing on enemy.
Taking fire.
Getting a lock. Attack position.
Go after them.
I'm not sure when exactly we're going to do that. It's still on the list of stuff to do, but it's never really taken precedence over other stuff.
Our lasers are inoperable.
Target
Our
critical.
engine is down.
Where'd he go? Engaging the enemy.
Direct fire at their laser cannons. Falling out of formation.
Let's go. That's just going to come back from the dead. So let's just get straight in.
Weapons ready.
Draw their fire.
Weapons ready, sir.
Need help.
Enemy target sighted.
Gun them down. Attack. My scopes are jammed.
Shields have been deactivated. Target.
I kind of want to retreat and then come back in, so we'll have our fighters back and they won't have those ships.
Fire.
But
All fire directed to the torpedo launcher. Primary drive system is down. Roger that.
I've been hit.
and then some of these fighters will be gone because a lot of them did come from.
They're coming around.
A good number of them came from Messaging.
The torpedo launcher.
Yeah, let's do that.
Prepare for jump to hyperspace.
Got him.
So, Captain Cricket, Fighter Spam, USS Enterprise, not Useless Enterprise D, Imperium Lights the Heart, Lollipop, and the Victorious. And then we'll have those guys together too, so that'll be fine. Where are our ground forces? Did I send them down here? I did. So Kessel.
Construction complete.
We do still have those ground forces down at Corita.
Choose your reinforcements.
Shield gen and turbo lasers, I assume.
Reinforcements en route.
Course plotted.
At maximum unit capacity.
Let's see if that's actually the case.
Reporting. Moving out.
Enemy forces ahead.
Yeah, so turbo lasers and a shield gen. Which means, where's the power generator?
Let's move out. Let's go.
Here?
Keep going.
No, it's inside the actual...
Over there. Ready for attack.
This is one of the ones without any turbo lasers inside. Okay, so we can just take this out and then we win.
Bombing run available.
Bombers reporting in. Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Oh, there's a bunker here. They do have stuff.
Unit destroyed.
Enemy has
There we go.
been defeated. System conquered.
All right.
Construction complete.
I guess we'll take this over to Susha first. Oh no, we already got a fleet going down there, so we don't need to. I'm going to combine these two fleets, and we'll just take over the rest of this area, and then we'll go back up north.
Tactical battle imminent. Construction complete.
So you guys can go down there.
Underway.
You guys, I'm going to send you into
Tactical battle imminent.
that. Well,
We've located the enemy.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Choose your reinforcements.
Dauntless, you
At once.
do your thing, Tupaka. And we're pretty much empty. So, Bleeding
At
Sun.
maximum unit capacity.
Super Star Destroyer ready. Star Destroyer comms open. All sections at your command, my lord.
Swinging around.
Roger that. The laser banks are your
Super Star
primary
Destroyer
target.
ready.
The lasers
All
are our
sections
target.
at your command, my
Interceptor
lord.
squad reporting. Take out those engines.
That's got him. Direct fire on the engines. Form up.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Ready. Enemy spotted.
All sections at your command, my lord.
problem.
All batteries commence firing.
All right.
Our engine is
So that should be the last of their... No, I'm not sure what's at the mall, so that might not be the last of Nebula's. No, did they... Yeah, they actually had one at Duro, and they might have some at Commodore, so there's still
I've lost engine 2.
probably a couple decently defended planets for them.
Choose your reinforcements.
Lost Bleeding Sun, so let's get in there, fake Dreadnought.
Unit capacity.
Shield's almost gone.
I've been hit. Cover me now. I can't see him.
All sections at your command, my lord.
And there we go.
I need help. I've got one on me.
Scanner contact behind me.
I've got one on
We
me.
are victorious.
Retreat aborted.
So we lost Bleeding Sun, but we can pretty much take all these planets without
Invasion commencing.
any more... So what do we got? So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 planets left. Or really only space over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think.
Awaiting orders.
Let's see what's
Enemy base
here.
shields up.
If they have any
Moving out.
turbo lasers or anything.
Advancing. We've secured a landing zone. Move out. Right away, sir. Sensor node constructing. Construction complete. Choose your reinforcements.
That's gonna go poorly. Let's get in
Heading out.
Thrawn,
Destination
Killicam,
set. On my
Walk
way,
of
sir.
Shame, and Thunderchild.
Reinforcements en route. Move out. Right away.
Oops, I didn't expect any of them to still be alive after that, to be honest.
All right, men, take cover. Turret constructed. Yes, sir.
I think that's out of range. I'm not sure.
Construction complete.
Nope, it's not out of range. That's not out of range. These might be.
Copy. Walker moving out.
Form up.
Okay, you're definitely faster, so... Oh, you're not definitely faster. You're just there.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates.
Well, rest in peace, you guys.
I copy. As you wish, General.
Bombing run
Reporting.
available.
Right away.
You guys can take
Weapon
out
armed.
that on your own. I'm not sure where the...
Walker moving to attack.
Okay, you're dead. You're not dead. You're almost dead.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
I'll keep sending the ATTEs further
Yes,
up,
Commander.
but for ATAP, I'm going to send you in to take out the rest of this.
The enemy base shield is online.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yes, Commander.
And you guys, I'm going to fly over the base now that it's safe. And you,
Sensor node has
I'm going
been
to do that.
sold.
Do we have anything that can... Yeah, we
Heading out,
have some of those guys left.
Awaiting orders.
Right here.
Commencing bombing run.
Okay, so it doesn't actually seem to be any other
Heading out.
units left. It's just the economic structures, so nothing we really have to kill. I'll lead them when the stream started. It started at 3 p.m., so we are currently 2 hours into the stream. So I think you missed probably the first hour and a half?
Targeting at maximum firepower.
3 p.m. EST.
Commander. Cannon charged.
I don't remember if I said that or not.
Ready.
The EST
All
part.
out troops. Let's move out. AT-AT ready. Let's go. Keep going. This way.
Scouting location.
Over there. Attack.
Bombing run available.
Alright, you guys should be able to avoid stuff. There we go. Alright, so there's the Susha. We did lose one of the squads. I forget what your name was. You were a hero. General Lee's Fragile Fodder Squad.
System conquered.
Right away, sir.
Construction complete.
Alright, so this is going to be the last battle for you guys. I'm going to send you into the maw.
Come about.
And we're going to go into Leisure,
Invasion commencing.
which apparently they never built anything on. Interesting. Then we'll go into...
Underway.
I'm going to save the maw for last on ground, because I don't know... I remember something about it crashing on ground
Tactical battle
on
unit.
release. I don't know that it was ever fixed. Or I think it was fixed in the main release, but this was... The LP started right on release, so... It could still be broken, and it could crash the game, so we could just finish this up with a crash.
Choose your reinforcements.
Full speed.
Enter the
Let's go.
void, you in there, you in there.
Reinforcements en
Silver and
route.
stones ready.
They will be taken care of.
Reinforcements en route.
Awaiting your orders.
We await your command, my lord.
When in doubt, Sovereign Super Laser comes out.
Awaiting your command.
Sovereign stands ready.
Awaiting your command.
Not in the best position to deal with all the
We
fighters,
await your
but
command.
Your command, sir. Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander. Fire.
Locking on. Commander, they're hitting Sovereign stands ready. Stay in formation. Ready for duty.
Reporting in.
Get behind them.
okay, are you trying to shoot those with proton torpedoes? They're fighters.
Enemies in range.
Ready. Open fire.
We await your command, my lord. I'm under control. Target
Orders,
locked.
sir.
Sovereign stands ready.
Sovereign stones ready.
Cannons armed.
Eliminating target. I've got them in my sights. We await your command, my lord. Getting a lock. Intercepting.
Target locked. Attack that target.
Cruiser here.
I mostly just put it in
Location confirmed.
Ready for command, sir.
so we could do different things with reunification,
Stands ready.
but it is just a converted version of the... I think you converted it, Rogue, so It's the Hypori droid factory mission
Those
thingy. I think it's
torpedo launchers
Hypori.
must be destroyed.
But the mission where you're inside, there's the landing platforms. Oh, there's another mission on Hypori. So it's been so long since that LP. I forget.
The
But yeah,
lasers
it's a
are
converted
armed.
story
Frequency
mission.
open.
I still haven't done the Imperial campaign,
Helmsman, come about.
Roger
so
that.
I've got to do that
Attacking.
soon.
Shields are down.
Direct all fire on the shield generator.
Watch for enemy ships.
Our target priority is the laser.
It was Hypori?
Sovereign stands ready. Full speed. We await your command, my lord.
The lasers are our target.
I'm under attack.
Where'd he go? Engines are malfunctioning. Watch him. He's coming around.
They've got him targeted.
Returning to your
Fire
position.
Sovereign
I'll
stands
take
ready.
you away.
Maneuvers.
Take us out, full thrusters.
Does anyone else see him?
Move in.
Where are you?
Helmsman, come
I
about.
can't take another hit like that.
Full speed.
Nowhere to go.
Okay.
Losing power.
We await your command, my lord. Sovereign stands ready.
Sovereign, get the
Take
f
us
over
out, full
here.
thrusters.
Alright, blow that up.
Losing my engine.
Reporting. Roger that. Open fire. Form up. Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Nope, if you're in, okay, you can just sit there then, that's fine.
Cover me.
I'll probably bring this fleet
Enemy
into
fighters incoming.
Mon Calamari, destroy the Empress that way.
The lasers are our target.
I'm hit. They've got
Our
him
target
targeted.
priority is the laser cannons.
So we'll just drop a different fleet over the Maw, so that they don't build anything up over here.
The
And then we'll
lasers
move on
are
to the
our
other
target.
places.
Ion cannon firing.
They're coming around.
Falling out of formation. Can anyone else see him? Where are you?
Destroyer here.
Have your... No, not yet.
Draw their fire.
Enemy unit disabled.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers.
Picking up signals.
Formation.
Shoot him down. Shoot him down. I can't take another hit like that. Where's our cover? They're on me.
I can't switch position.
Where'd he come from?
Yeah, that would cause more of this,
Cover me.
this UI issue.
Go after the Where are the others?
Enemy fighters on me. Enemy fighters incoming.
To a much greater degree. It won't matter as much at the end, so we might be able to do it. But...
I'm under attack.
The enemy
Bad.
will pay.
There we go.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
It can't actually get away, so there's nothing to escape. No reason to interdict. Speaking of things breaking, when's the last time you saved? I'm not that concerned.
On my way.
Helmsman, come about.
Alright, send you over there. We do have our ground force. Oh, that's 2 more space forces. Never mind. Let's check out... what is it with you and Danon? Can you stop?
Light vehicle factory destroyed.
Here, let's just take these last planets. So we can... or this last planet, so we can move into that more western bit. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planets?
Reporting in. Heading out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Order acknowledged.
Enemy base shields
Yes,
up.
sir. Will do.
Spread out, man.
Right away. Moving ahead. Heading out, sir.
Ready to roll.
Sensor node
Roger that.
constructing.
Copy.
Construction
Enemy has been
complete.
spotted.
Setting course.
At maximum
Destination
unit
set.
capacity.
I copy.
Right body.
Fire!
Moving ahead. Guarding the ring. Providing backup. Move out.
Armor transport ready. Acknowledged. Destination set. Proceeding to target. Setting course.
Alright, so let's grab another sensor right here.
Fall out, troops.
No, not yet, Mincy. That'll be later tonight.
Let's move out.
There's still some stuff I want to finalize with it, and then I have to
Reporting in.
remove some other stuff.
Construction complete. Reinforcement point contested. Choose your reinforcements.
On my way, sir.
Reinforcements en route.
So, right.
Moving into position.
You're really garrisoning one dude in there. Oh, look at that. Really building up their defenses there, too.
Changing course.
Okay, we gotta rush in there.
Destroyed.
Heading out.
Right away.
Right away.
On my way, sir.
Moving up. Entering battle.
There we go.
Engaging target.
We are ready to assist.
The enemy base shield is offline.
Heading out, sir. Commence assault. Ready for attack.
Bombing run available.
Fall out, troops. Let's move out.
Walker moving out.
I'm gonna say we're probably safe from that happening. DNR just going on a conquering spree.
Let's go. Keep going.
Moving out.
The second we have this planet taken, we'll be able to move everything into that little section.
Fire! Open fire! Attack that target. Attacking target. This way.
As you wish, General.
Over there. T4P mobile. Moving into position.
So, well,
Unit destroyed.
you actually beat me. Wow. It's impressive.
Providing cover fire.
Unit destroyed.
Target acquired.
Alright, so BH Squad J5. There you go, Josh. And Wrath of Thrawn are dead.
System control achieved.
Okay, you get over here. You get over here. You can stay in this area.
Right away, sir.
Construction complete.
Right
Let's
away.
get this
Heading
guy
out.
set together. We don't have any. Oh, we do have more
Training
infantry.
troops. Recruiting troops.
There you go.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yavin.
Yes, sir.
Reporting in. Moving to that area, sir.
Enemy unit
Heading
sighted.
Fall out, troops.
Yes, Commander. Ready. Yes, sir. This way. Over there.
No, just get to the thing.
Ready to go. Scouting.
This way. Unit destroyed.
Fire at will.
Fire.
Okay, you guys need to get a little bit closer.
Let's move out. Unit destroyed. Turret
Always
constructed.
ready, sir. On my way.
Over there. Unit destroyed. Sensor node has been
Scouting
sold.
area.
Don't run away from the turret.
On the move. Scouting area.
Construction complete.
Let's go. Right away.
Moving in secondary position.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
If they don't shoot that turret, they're making a mistake. Alright, one more.
Tactical battle imminent.
They only have the one squad left, so I think that's probably fine. Did I have a Pathfinder for this fleet? I think it was a Raider at first, but I don't know if that Raider got destroyed or not. Okay, it's still alive. I thought for sure it would have died in that last battle, but
Choose your
it
reinforcements.
did not. Okay, so enter the void. Can you get a little closer over this way? No. Wait, it's not ideal.
Full speed.
Valiant Retribution.
Reinforcements.
Margaret.
en route.
Forward.
Admiral
At
Easy.
maximum unit capacity.
We await your command, my lord.
I'll take them out. My squadron here.
Eh.
We await your command, my lord.
More enemy craft.
Okay, we do need that Raider up in the front.
Advancing.
So Lost Ark.
Sovereign
Guys
stands
reporting
ready.
in. Orders.
We
sir.
await your command, my lord.
Eliminating target.
Ready.
I have them now.
Target locked.
I'm on them.
Oh, that's a different one? Okay.
Excellent shot.
Sovereign stands ready.
Squadron
Just
reporting.
running around.
Copy.
It's
Attack
about to
that
be
target.
destroyed.
Countering
I've got
resistance.
them in my sights. Coming back around. Pursuing enemy forces.
We await your
I got
command,
one.
my lord.
I've got him lined up.
I'm hit. It's no good. I can't maneuver.
Shield's almost gone.
Locking on. Getting a lock.
malfunctioning.
Intercepting. Enemies in range. I'm on them.
Keep your eyes open.
Sovereign stands ready.
Can't
I'm
Open arms for laser
Stay in
batteries.
formation. Get behind them.
They're coming
Target
around.
locked.
Roger that.
Yes.
Alright.
Eliminate.
So there we go.
Targeted. Enemy
There's Mon Cal,
He's headed your direction.
The lasers
which
are
means this, it was Mon Cal. I think there was one other Imperial planet over here that we still need to invade the ground of.
Engaging the enemy.
I'm on them.
So 2, 4, 6 planets left after this.
We are victorious.
What are you doing?
Beginning
Oh, gee,
construction.
shucks.
Building under construction.
Well, that's gonna cancel.
Building canceled.
Reporting.
You guys are gonna go take over
Underway.
that stuff. You're gonna go into Denon.
Reporting.
I
Constructing.
mean, we're realistically never gonna build or use
Construction
anything we build
complete.
now, but just for
Tactical battle imminent.
Sarid and Sate's postage have died. The great auto resolve of Denon.
Reporting.
Be right there.
Just because we've already battled so many
Invasion
times on this
commencing.
planet.
Unit destroyed.
Alright, another happy landing. Never rust. Whichever, I'm not sure which one that was. Rancho Jaeger, Clout Gang, Cyclops, Rodman Sins, Death Clock, Rolling Death Balls, Rolly's Empire's Fist, times 2, which is an issue, immutable. Sheev Platoon, The Aimless, The Challenge, and Zeus.
System conquered.
Reporting.
Order acknowledged.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
How did those build so fast?
Tactical battle imminent.
I think it was Enter Shikari.
Inbound.
At this point, I'm just trying to save the money from having to pay a bunch of pensions, so...
Yes, my lord.
Tupaka... Part of
Location locked.
Galsane...
Heading out.
Carrot commander here.
You're gonna be stuck there for a second while you regain your power.
Star Destroyer ready. Fire at will.
Coming around.
Don't get distracted by the fighters. The fighters are not real.
Ready to receive orders.
Back around for another run.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Ready for command, sir.
You guys only care about the going. And let's send in Halberd in just behind here.
Capacity.
Scanner contact behind me.
Keep your eyes open.
Can't see him.
I've got him.
Reporting.
Okay, you can now get out of range.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Locking on.
Ready to receive orders. All sections at your command, my lord.
You're probably able to take out the BAC.
Enemies in range.
I can't see him.
Okay, those are down so you can take out all the
Intercepting. I'm on them.
garrison vehicles, or garrison ships rather.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
I got one on me.
Engaging the enemy.
Watch for
Halberd, help take out that BAC.
squadron
I've
standing
lost
by.
engine two.
Alright, so now even when the raid fleet comes in, it's not going to be able to
All sections at your command,
do anything.
my
What
lord.
do they got? 3 ascendancies. I'm
Orders.
going to move you a little bit forward, Mr. Peltist.
Our target priority is the laser
Destroyer
cannons.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Star Destroyer comms open. Thrawn would approve. All sections at your command, my lord.
What Revenant said there wasn't a spoiler, but just before anyone plays off of that and makes any references to any Infinity War stuff, I haven't seen that movie yet, so please do not.
Stay in formation.
Don't say anything that would...
Target
I,
locked.
like, I know who Thanos was, I know the Infinity Gauntlet, but just any references to anyone who may have been a victim of
Ready to
that.
receive orders.
Okay, probably go
Super Star
saying you
Destroyer ready.
are... still in range. I was hoping they would end the battle before then.
Ascendancy at the ready.
I'm on this one.
Apparently not. Alright, so we're probably going to lose Pride of Galsane then.
He's coming around.
Super Star Destroyer
Return to
ready.
your position. Narrowing position.
There we
Tightening
go.
up.
Come on.
Retreat aborted.
Don't retreat aborted me.
Let's finish him.
No, I haven't seen Solo. It'll be a while before I can see
All
it.
sections at your
Kind of like with
command,
Last
my lord.
Jedi.
All batteries commence firing.
I've got him. Go after them. Regroup.
That's why I'm saying that the Infinity Gauntlet thing is...
Super Star Destroyer
Closing on
ready.
target.
I don't count that as a spoiler,
Commander here.
but just any specific character-related
All
stuff,
sections at your
Pursuing
command,
enemy
my
before
lord.
anyone makes a reference to it.
We're being targeted.
Fire at will.
Taking him out. Intercepting. Engaging the enemy.
It's basically impossible for me to get to a theater around here, which is why it took me
Star Destroyer ready.
until Last Jedi came
All
out on
sections at your command,
like
my lord.
on actual video to see Last
Under
Jedi.
control.
Engaging the
Where are
enemy.
the others?
All
Taking
batteries
fire.
commence firing.
Watch him. He's coming around.
Well, I'm moving back to Ottawa next month,
Shield's almost gone.
so I can actually go to the theater at that point.
Priority is the laser
Super
cannons.
Star Destroyer
So Halberd's gonna go down.
Fire at will.
Enemy ships.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Been hit.
Scum.
Choose your reinforcements.
Losing power. I've been hit.
I'm on them.
They're coming around.
Losing control.
Encountering resistance.
Regroup. I'm hit. I can't switch position. Commander, they're hitting us.
Target's coming in fast.
The lasers are our target.
I got one. Where'd he go?
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Sir, locking
The
on.
lasers are our target.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
I can't see him.
Engaging the enemy.
Gun them down.
I'm losing power.
See him. I've been hit. I can't see him.
Nowhere to
Yeah, I saw Last Jedi a couple months
Falling out
ago.
of formation. My scopes are jammed. Unable to shake them. Where are the
All
others?
sections at your command,
Shields
my lord.
almost gone. Taking fire. He won't be around much longer.
Sounds like someone's woken up.
Star Destroyer ready.
Alright, there we go. Commodore. So we lost Halberd, Pride of Galsane, and Retribution. Let's get you guys into here. Mon Calamari.
Invasion commencing.
Roger that. On my way, sir.
Choose your reinforcements.
Walk of
Destination
Shame. Thunderchild.
Reinforcements en route.
Let's bring in Snowbird so we can see what's going on. And
At
rush.
maximum unit capacity.
Form up. Walker moving out.
Roger. Underway.
Incoming!
Firing.
Awaiting.
Nope, there's another one over there. That's not good.
Form up. Entering battle.
AT destroyed.
Engaging target.
Commencing attack.
Awaiting order. Almost there.
So it's Duro, Commodore.
Assault. Commence assault.
Is that it for the New Republic? I think so.
For attack.
Weapons armed.
Heading out. Right away.
Reporting in.
Copy, sir. Moving out. Heading out, sir.
Standing by. Copy.
Unit
Jesus.
destroyed.
Just egged it.
En route. Moving to coordinates.
I got
Alright, you guys... I'm gonna hold off on that.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's get third armor.
Maximum unit capacity.
Copy. As you wish, General.
reporting. Fall out, troops.
Right away.
Hold on.
Ready to go.
You need to not do anything risky.
Roger that.
Bombing run.
What you're doing right now, I'd count as risky.
Ready. Commencing bombing run. Initiate.
Is this Mon
bombing
Calamari? No,
run.
this is RE. They built REC on Mon Calamari. That's
Yes, sir. Let's move.
different.
Let's go. Keep going. This way. Over there.
Moving out.
T4P mobile.
Heading out.
Moving into position. Target. Right away.
Oh, there's MCS as well, so never mind.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, now that we're gonna win the playthrough and it's the last episode, I've reverted to my standard amount of care for units.
Attack.
I'm gonna cause a lot of people existential angst in this episode, and that's my goal.
We are victorious.
Alright, bye-bye kill cam.
System conquered. Building under construction.
Oh, that is the fleet. That is not where you need to be. Nespis.
Right away, sir.
Send you guys in. Actually, I'm gonna send you over here. Get you guys ready.
Construction complete.
Right, let's check out what's going on at Yaga Minor
Construction complete.
and Dobringi.
On my way, sir.
He does not sound happy. Okay, so let's start
Construction
with...
complete.
Oh, never mind.
We've come across enemy units. Awaiting orders.
I don't know if this fleet is well equipped to handle that
Choose
the
your
Empress either,
reinforcements.
but we're gonna give it a shot. How much is gonna come out at us? So Zenith of Tyranny, go out front. Overkill. Key to your
Heading to
age.
destination.
Hide and back, which is going to hide and back, and as above. Bad assets, our last beltist. Our first and last beltist. First sight. My chemistry homework. And Hava. I guess we'll put Raid in the middle here. There we go. I haven't really seen any Dauntless other than this one in the playthrough. Save Bilbringi for last. Well, it might be the last planet we take the space over, but I do want to save the Maw for last because I know Bilbringi won't crash. I don't know if the Maw won't crash.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
No, I don't think Showdown died.
Watch for enemy ships.
And unless it died in that battle, I don't know.
Go after them. They're coming in.
It may have done because it was in this fleet.
Regroup.
In the last Battle of Duro.
Where to go?
So it might have been the one that was tanking the Empress shots.
Ready to
I'm
receive
heading
orders.
back around for another run.
The lasers are our target.
One on your tail.
The ion cannons are inoperable.
Enemy craft. Losing power. We're being targeted.
Taking fire.
Most dreadnoughts have died.
Target critical.
Attack formation.
Intercept.
Reporting in.
Hold on.
I copy.
They're hitting us.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Where'd he go?
I don't know about specifics.
Squad, falling out of formation.
Get over here and help.
I'm on them.
I've got a pick.
Target locked.
I'll take care of this.
Eliminating target.
I'm under attack.
Target locked.
Stay in
The
formation.
lasers are our target.
Ready. Our target
Draw their
priority
fire.
is the laser cannons.
Attack formation.
I've got him.
My scopes are jammed.
Go after the stragglers.
Reported.
For Where are the others?
cannon
They're
firing.
destroyed.
Our primary target is those
Standing
ion
by.
cannons.
Slick.
Losing control.
I've got my approach vector.
Closing on target.
Taking fire. I've got him.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Excellent shot.
Attack formation.
Get behind them. I
Taking
have
them
them
out.
now.
Engaging the enemy.
I'm on them. I
He's
got
headed
one.
your direction.
Locking on.
Alright,
Coming
so...
around. I've got them in
I'm
my
on this
sights.
one.
Sir,
Well, let's actually finish off these fighters before we go in too far.
Under control.
target locked. I've got him. Getting a lock.
Narrowing position.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. In that case, it might still be alive.
I've lost engine 2.
Our
You
target
guys are coming
priority
out.
is the laser cannons.
We're gonna probably take pretty heavy losses going in on this
Where'd he go?
this Empress.
He's coming around.
I'm running out of maneuvers. Star Destroyer standing by.
Ready. Mega Mazers primed.
Attack formation.
Squadron standing by.
Draw their fire.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Fire.
Okay, you guys need to stop.
Ready for battle.
At your command. Guns at the ready. Targeting the torpedo launcher.
Turning to your position.
You guys stay far
Ready
enough
for
back.
duty. Intercepting. Attack
Yes, Commander.
formation.
We're moving out.
Star Destroyer primed.
Our primary engine system is down.
Getting a lock.
The shields aren't holding. I'm hit.
Engines are malfunctioning.
I'm losing.
Regroup.
More enemy craft. Taking fire.
They've got us targeted. The launch
We really need the
pad is
Peltis to
down.
come up and actually shoot the Empress.
Turbo laser batteries have been disabled.
We need those shields down.
help? I'm losing my engine.
Ready for battle. Attacking the torpedo launchers.
Can anyone else see him? Where are you?
I'm on them.
I can't take another hit like that.
Where'd he go?
Someone cover me.
Alright, 14th Miracle's here. I don't know if Rusty's still here.
I'm getting torn apart.
This is a risky battle for 14th Miracle.
I'm under attack.
Stay in formation.
I'm in a tight
We've
spot.
lost our carriers
Shoot
there.
him down.
Hide and back is not far back enough.
Target locked.
I'm hit. Awaiting your command. Targeted. I'm hit.
How are you missing the Empress?
Your command, sir. How about a little help?
We're being targeted.
This is bad.
Weapons charged.
Can anyone else see him?
The lasers are our target.
We must launch.
What are you even let's go. Oh yeah, I guess because this was the original one, it was with the broken call mash, and I never put the fixed one in, so that could be really bad for us right now. There.
Where are you?
Eyes are down. Firing.
I can't take another hit like that.
Commander,
I'm not paid enough for
those
this.
torpedo
I can't
launchers
stay
must
out
be
here.
destroyed.
I'm running out of maneuvers. I'm losing my engine. Someone cover me. I got fighters on me.
Attacking target. Our target priority is the
Get
laser
over here and
cannons.
help. I'm getting torn
Opening
apart.
fire on the torpedo launchers.
I'm under attack.
More enemy craft.
Roger that. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
In my sights.
Alright.
Form up.
Excellent shot.
Fire at will.
I got one.
Our lasers are down.
Quad fighter base going down.
Coming back around.
Destroyer here.
This will be like a 3-hour episode.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers. Those torpedo
See if we can get the torpedo
must
launchers
be
that are
destroyed.
facing us first.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers.
Zenith of Tyranny is going to be taking a lot of damage. That's about to go down. Hiding back is
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
no longer with
I
us.
copy.
I'm on them.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed. Our engines are gone, sir.
Stay in
Reporting.
formation.
Ion cannon firing.
No, don't hit the peltis,
Star
please.
destroyer standing
The one
by.
I need most.
Targeting. The lasers are our
It's doing the
target.
damage while their stuff soaks the damage.
Weapons operational. Those
There we go.
torpedo launchers must be
Now the
destroyed.
protons are all gone, so it should be a little bit easier to deal with it.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers.
receive orders.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Auto-resolve every battle? That would be... That would be challenging.
Lasers are our target.
I don't know, that would be
Falling out of
a
formation.
very good series.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
No, you are
Move
floating
out.
into goal in
We shall be
range.
there shortly.
You probably should float
Star
into goal in
destroyer
range.
reporting in.
You should go a little bit closer as well.
To the stragglers.
Yes, Commander.
You guys are going to send after these bombers.
Awaiting orders.
Get behind
Ion cannon firing.
Awaiting your orders.
Star Destroyer comms open. Firing.
Okay, now I'm going to send you after the goal in.
Cannons.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
You can finish off
Lasers are our
the
target.
Empress.
Awaiting your command.
In my sights.
Our lasers are
No.
destroyed. Your command, sir.
On calamari
Peter Age is dead.
cruiser here. Take out their guns.
Couldn't get away fast enough. The bombers were still
Commander,
able to do
those
enough.
torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Thrawn would approve.
Regroup for another attack.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
They're coming.
The lasers are our target.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Oops, you were supposed to still focus over here.
Reporting in. Firing.
What do we got?
Your reinforcements.
First sight, you can get in there. Base Delta 0. And Luxophoro.
Let's go.
I think Luxophoro was one of our starting units too, wasn't it?
Roger that. We have them in our sights.
Our target priority is the laser
Orders,
cannons.
sir. Intercepting.
Star Destroyer comms open. Firing sequence engaged.
Roger that.
Ready to receive
Target
orders.
locked.
Thrawn would approve.
Eliminating target. Taking fire.
Target locked. Excellent shot.
I'm
The
on them.
lasers are our target. Our target priority is the
Ascendancy at
laser
ready.
cannons.
Mega Masers primed.
Alright, we're good.
Ion cannon firing.
It'll take a little bit, but we've got this. Here goes the Empress. So we lost Kitty Rage. We lost Hiding Back.
We're drawing their fire. We're drawing their fire.
Mon calamari cruiser ready.
We're losing Zenith of Tyranny.
Warm up. Fire at will.
There we go. So as above, Cutie Rage, Hava, Hide and Back, and my chemistry homework have not survived. So Commodore. Hold on. I'm gonna move in. We did get some other stormtroopers, so let's.
Transmission received.
Oops. Would have been faster just
Receiving
moving straight in.
location.
Let's check out what's going on at Duro. I did want to check them. So hold on. 4 allegiances. So this is actually a decent amount of stuff. We'll need a good portion of our fleet back. What do you got here? That's less of a problem. Duro. Ground is not as big of a problem either. Alright, Commodore, let's go. Eh, 4 allegiances.
They're in this direction.
What the?
Roger that. Let's go.
Enemy base shields up.
Keep going. This way.
Do we want to... Yeah, let's land something else just to help. Let's say
Heading
Locust and
Order
Short Small Commando.
We've lost the abandoned turbo laser tower. We've lost the abandoned turbo laser tower.
Over there.
As long as they don't shoot the thing we're capturing. There you go.
We've secured an abandoned sensor array.
Affirmative.
Okay, so we can actually get up here pretty effectively. There's not actually that much down here.
New coordinates. Let's move out.
We had planned to ask you, this is pretty 10k MA. Oh yeah, so before Josh asks whatever he's about to ask, there is, since we did hit 10,000 subscribers yesterday or the day before, I am planning to do, like, I put up a video about it, and I'm doing like a kind of AMA with that. So we're doing a 12-hour stream at some point, and we're also doing, which, I mean, this is going on 3 hours. But, so yeah, there's going to be a 12-hour stream with that, and there's going to be another AMA video that I do. So if you have any questions you want to put in for that, whether about me, the channel, the mod, whatever, just anything, that can be posted on that video. So if you just check the channel, it should be in there somewhere. There's apparently a building just off screen right there that's spawning those guys.
This way. Fire at will.
But yeah, the questions can just go in the comments on that thing.
Over there. Target. Rolling out.
Alright, so let's get that middle landing zone.
Moving to position. Moving. Let's roll.
We've secured a landing zone.
I think my nephew might be upset that I lost so many units in this episode. He just... We are supposed to have 2 roly-poly raviolis. That's not inaccurate. But like, yeah, he got very attached to some of these units, and he's upset with me. 24-hour stream would be like 50,000. So if the channel ever somehow gets to 50,000 subscribers, then I'd do a 24-hour stream. I'd probably be very cranky by the end, so... What you hear from my nephew is what you hear from me by the end of it. No, please don't leave. Need a ground interdictor. I don't think anything else
Planetary
needs to away from
control
that, but
achieved.
you guys go into
On my
Duro.
way, sir.
Let's get this fleet up and ready for... Let's stage them there. Let's go in for Nespis as well. I'm not actually sure what they have here. I'm not sure if we can actually win this with what we have here. We do have that, so... No turbo lasers, so we probably can.
Invasion commencing.
I don't know if it's just taking a while to type, Josh, or...
I
what,
copy. Right away.
This is... Rogue,
Enemy base shields up.
I think you put something on the map in the middle. I've never actually played on this map before. Looks nice. Except for that part. That's probably not intentional.
Moving out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Underway.
Reinforcements en route.
Heading out. Fallout troops.
Ready.
I think it's one of the secondary Skydomes, Rogue. I'm not sure. Might be some kind of particle, but I think it is one of the options for the secondary Skydome, the Tilo Sun or something.
Let's move out.
And I think it got just placed on the map
Let's go.
somehow.
All weapons loaded. T4B ready. Heading out.
Fallout troops.
Was this one of the conversions, Rogue?
Right away. Right away, sir.
At
Moving to
maximum unit
coordinates.
capacity.
I'm pretty sure it's not a portal. Well, it's a portal to the other side of it. See?
Enemy forces
There,
ahead.
it's on the other side now. Oh god.
Unit destroyed.
It's a portal to death, apparently. Well,
AT-AT destroyed.
Ready,
Bombing run
orders.
available.
Initiate attack run. Commence attack run. Tank brigade here.
yeah, they did say that. What? Can you elaborate as to what about they didn't like?
Heading out, sir.
I forget. Something. Oh, I think it was something about it being OP, being able to board stuff,
Destroyed.
Open fire!
and because the AI can't generally do it as well.
Let's move out.
Executing flyby.
Yeah, I don't think this. I don't think this ground force is going to be able to do this.
All forces retreat.
We need to bring over the other stuff. Yeah, they basically considered it a balancing issue. And Maxim was complaining about how it was like, well, you wouldn't be able to get enough crew on it to crew the ship.
Invasion
But,
commencing.
I mean, as far as we're concerned, that's like a gameplay mechanic, so that was never an issue for it. But and generally, the way we try to balance it is that you're sort of giving up stuff to do it, so it's a cool thing to do, but it's not necessarily a gameplay advantage being able to do
Choose
it,
your reinforcements.
and therefore not a disadvantage not being able to do it. So like it's a way to get the other ships,
At
as
maximum
opposed to
unit
being like a
capacity.
point of strength. So more of a thematic thing.
Our
We've
base
located
is
the
under
enemy.
attack.
order acknowledged.
Let's move out.
We'll back you up. We'll cover you.
Unit destroyed.
Sony wings.
Providing backup.
Fire!
Unit destroyed.
Right behind you.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, if they don't like it, it's
Keep
their
going.
prerogative. I'm not gonna.
Affirmative, sir. Reporting. This way.
Come on, man,
Yes,
this way.
Commander. Over there.
Lead the way.
Bombing run
Check it out.
available.
We'll assist you. Acknowledged. Proceeding. Moving out.
Okay, so let's get
Awaiting
an anti-air thing here.
Turret constructing.
Advancing.
Finish that off. It was 4 companies, I think, so there should be 8 total.
Unit
Open fire.
destroyed.
Construction
Fuck.
complete.
I regret using these
Destroyed.
hailfires here.
Ready.
Because I should have just saved them for Jägermeister.
Unit destroyed.
AT-AT ready. Acknowledged.
Right away, sir.
Destination is set.
Spreading out.
Open fire. Proceeding to target. Armor transport ready. On my way, sir.
I mean, it's not like we're going around offering the script to people anyways,
Heading
so...
out. Reporting in. On my way, sir. Roger that. Walker moving out. As you wish, General. We can cover you. Form up. Right away. Providing backup. Moving out.
Roger that. On my way. Moving out.
We've got your back.
Right away.
Awaiting your order.
I just want to repair platform. I think there's a
Station
an
constructing.
infiltrator in there or something.
I copy. Heading out. Reporting. Attack that target.
Form up.
Yes, sir. Attacking target.
Charge. Awaiting orders. Order acknowledged.
Yes, Commander.
Construction complete.
Affirmative, sir. Fallout troops. Come on, men. Fire at will. Attacking. We've got your back.
Alright, so let's just go straight into the base now.
Let's move out. Targeting. Firing.
Scanning target.
Target acquired.
Those are just
Ready to
civilians, we
fire.
don't have to worry about them. This could probably do with like a lower gradient, then you can actually see into the canyon. Like still have it be a canyon,
Keep
but
going. The big
easier to
targets
see in.
are ours. This way. Over there.
Rolling out.
Commencing attack.
Targeting.
Acknowledged.
Unit destroyed.
Oh, never mind, there are turbo lasers here.
Weapons armed.
Unit destroyed.
Destination set. Proceeding to target.
Unit destroyed.
On my way, sir.
Order acknowledged.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Heading out.
I just want the
Order
2
acknowledged.
M's.
Heading out.
Walker moving to attack.
Copy. Heading out.
I'll copy. Ball out. Yes,
We're aware of certain bugs that cause the game to freeze up when battles are being exited.
as you wish, General.
That's one of the things that we're trying to address with the patch that's being released tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's move out. Firing.
That's what I was talking about with earlier, with why we weren't putting out all the AI changes.
Charge. Ready. Yes, Commander. Scanning target. Moving to fire.
Do I actually have to get through all those turrets in order to...
Charging.
No, wait, it's back here. Never mind.
Ready. Keep going. This way. AT-AT ready.
Nope, if there were a solution, we would have put it in.
Standing by. Over there. Armored transport ready. Right away. Targeting at maximum firepower. Moving out.
We're fairly confident with the patch we've gotten a lot of the causes from it. At least with the testing, people have reported a lot less. In the last few days, it seems to have mostly gone away.
Reporting in.
But it's not a simple thing.
Cannon charge. Let's move out. Armor ready. Moving to position. Roger that. Let's go. Attack.
Alright, there you go.
Keep going. Moving.
Unit destroyed.
Fire. Attack. This way.
Unit
This way.
destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Open
This is
fire.
such a difficult base
Fire.
to see in. I can't
On my
target
way.
anything.
Acknowledged. Attack that target. Open fire. Attacking.
Can we
target.
actually hit
Attack
this
that target.
properly?
Fire
Yeah,
at
okay,
will.
we can. I think. Here we go.
Victorious.
Any of the team thought about features such as sensor arrays as buildable structures and sensor jammers.
System
I've
control achieved.
talked about it in some videos before. It's something that's not off the table, but it would be... It's not really a priority right now. For extra structures like that. And we got to see what our ultimate plans for overall changes to how ground battles work would be before thinking about whether like even structures like that is kind of
On my way.
would fit with what we'd be doing. Actually, jammers I don't think would be that difficult. Alright, so we're getting them in position. You know what? I'm gonna leave just this little group of dreadnoughts there. I'm gonna send this fleet up with our other stuff for those last battles against the Empire.
Consider it done.
And so you guys gotta come up here.
Destination set.
You guys can take Yaga Minor, and then this will be the only fleet that I don't include against Bobringi, I think.
There they are. Blast them. I copy.
Choose your reinforcements.
Helmsman, come about.
We're moving out.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
We await your command, my lord.
Understandably.
Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements en route.
Stay in attack formation. That's got him.
Alright. I'm not actually. Are those TIE defenders real? They must have been. So they're probably going to retreat to Bringy. But we gotta just do that last ground battle here. I'll put it on fast forward. Just let everything get in position.
Moving.
Let's check out what's at the Maw. Okay. We there yet? We are there yet. So this should be a bit easier. So cheese and crackers go in first.
Commencing.
Copy.
Enemy base shields up.
And there we
Sensor
go.
node constructing.
I copy. Moving out.
Let's send them down to that.
The enemy is
Construction
approaching.
complete.
We'll grab the sensor array again. And we'll see if we can get to this landing zone without...
We've secured an abandoned sensor array.
yeah, that's just an EWAB.
Advancing. Squad, move out.
Yeah, we should be able to land. AT-AT's down there. Base is mostly open.
We've secured a landing zone. Choose your reinforcements.
Hailfire first. We'll bring in Saren
On
Half-Light.
my way, sir.
These landing markers, or the entry position markers, are facing, I think, the wrong way on this map.
Form up.
And can we see the manual? The manual is going to be released with 2.2.5. Don't go up like that.
Awaiting your orders.
Okay, you can go forward a little bit.
Copy.
You need to
Attack.
destroy that. There, go for that.
copy.
You go forward. Get back here.
Unit destroyed.
So much for that.
Destroyed.
Reporting. Targeted.
We're gonna lose these things. I wish they didn't have to turn around.
Destination set.
AT-AT destroyed. Bombing run
On
available.
my way, sir.
Bombers at the ready.
So hopefully within the next
Yes.
couple weeks, we'll have that done.
AT-AT destroyed.
Yes, Commander. Firing.
That barrage
That
ability
target.
is so
Affirmative, sir.
so
Target
OP.
acquired.
Attacking target.
Commencing attack. Reporting. Weapons armed. Yes, Commander. Proceeding to target.
Reporting. Right away, sir. Order acknowledged. Squad, advance.
Ready.
I don't really have much that can effectively fight that shield generator.
Yes, Commander.
AT-AT ready.
Choose your reinforcements.
Armor
Okay,
transport
you guys
ready.
need to stop there.
Adjusting
Detonators.
computer.
And Rush, can I guess, come in?
Reporting in.
Is this an AV or AI turret? AV turret.
Roger that. On
See,
my way,
I guess
sir.
you're gonna have to walk in. Nope, you're not gonna be able to
Walker
get in and
moving
destroy
out.
it.
As you wish, General. Right away.
AT-AT
Yeah.
destroyed.
There's too much we gotta get through to go through there.
Roger that.
It's like right at the edge of the thing and there's not much room.
Awaiting orders.
I feel like that build pad shouldn't be there.
Let's go.
We've got your back.
Keep going.
Unit destroyed.
It's too hard to actually get in this.
Attack that target. Form up.
No, get out of there.
Reinforcement point contested.
Attacking tuck.
Awaiting your orders.
Get whatever. Stand wherever you want.
Destroyed.
I don't care.
Destroyed.
Choose your reinforcements.
Destination set.
Right away, sir. Back up here. Fire at will. Underway.
Copy. Fallout troops.
Order acknowledged.
I copy. Reporting. Let's move out. Let's go.
Providing cover.
Destroyed.
Keep going.
Bombing run available.
Support ready.
Nope. Oh, whatever.
AT destroyed.
Gonna have to go. I would need to go around down this way, but they're standing in the base shield if you go too close there.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's roll.
Ready to receive orders. Commence attack run.
Heading out. Order acknowledged. Heading out. Tank brigade ready. Affirmative. On my way.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
I can't actually get. There we go.
Destroyed.
Actually in the shield at least.
Destroyed.
Fire.
Unit destroyed. The enemy base shield is
You go
online.
Right away.
There.
Right away, sir.
Proceeding. On my way. Ready. Cannons charged. Attack!
We'll cover you.
Acknowledged. Fire!
Covering fire.
Open fire!
Laying suppressive fire.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Attack that target!
For a shield like that, it would have to be entirely different from how it works.
Attacking
There'd have to be a
target.
completely different mechanic. I don't know if it would. It might be possible, but
Fire at will!
Attacking target.
Attacking!
Fire.
it might. The way you'd have to do it for that,
On my way.
it might mess too
Moving
much
out.
with
As you
collision.
wish.
Unit destroyed.
Comlink active.
Reporting. Almost there.
Commence.
Armed and ready. Right away.
Right away.
Copy that.
What's even in here? I'm not sure.
Heading out.
Choose your
Order
reinforcements.
acknowledged.
Inputting coordinates. On my way.
Unit destroyed.
Going.
Order acknowledged.
En route.
Roger that. Order acknowledged.
Scanning
Open
area.
fire.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Fire at will.
Unit destroyed.
Heading out. Fall out.
On the
Let's
move.
move out.
Scouting.
Let's go.
Scouting area.
Unit
Keep going.
destroyed.
This way.
Let's go.
Over there.
Right away.
Rolling out.
Bombing run available.
Target acquired.
Roger that. Commencing bombing run.
Alright.
Concentrating firepower.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Target.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Reinforcements
Inputting
canceled.
coordinates.
Setting course. Right away. Setting course.
Firing. Charge.
Enemy sighted.
That saber tank is
Awaiting
stuck.
orders.
Affirmative. Heading out.
Oh, actually, get in range to attack, please. There you go.
Fall out.
Copy.
Fire.
There we go.
Bombing run available.
Form up.
So we lost everything.
Planetary control achieved. Building under construction.
Let's get our ground forces to Yenzoth. Enzoth, not Yenzoth. Did we see what they had at the Maw on ground? Not sure.
Construction
We're
complete.
still waiting for a lot of stuff to move, so... You guys... I don't think we need them,
complete.
but... I don't want to break the overlay too much.
Constructing unit. Unit in production. Unit in production.
It's going from the other direction, and is K-pop? Yeah, it is. So everything's there.
Brigade standing by.
Construction complete.
Brigade standing
Orders
by.
received.
So here's the last space battle.
Brigade standing by.
Tactical battle imminent.
The enemy has been spotted.
Other factions can get the boarding shuttles, those things are fun. We don't currently plan to give it to anyone else.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Oh, well that's not good.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, well this has seriously broken the reinforcement pool.
Proceeding to location.
Get K-pop bus in there.
Move
Overkill. This is weird. Shameless Rising. We'll get some
Reinforcements en route.
skip rays, that's what they're called. Plot Armor's Revenge.
Reinforcements en route.
We'll make them think they have a quasar right there.
Ready for command. Destroy their
Form up.
shield generators.
Take out the iron cannons.
Roger that.
Reinforcements en route.
Destroyer here.
Roger that.
Form up.
Skip ray reporting. Starting attack
Copy.
position. Get behind them.
Engaging in.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting
My
orders.
scopes are jammed.
Target
There it
enemy
is.
guns.
Copy. Attacking
I
the
copy.
lasers. Skip ray blast boat here.
Copy. Commence the attack.
Alright, you're gonna do whatever you can to clear out the Golans for us.
I copy.
You may not make it.
The lasers are our
You guys are
target.
gonna work your way through the
Our
capital
target
ships from
iron
this
is
side.
the laser.
Weapons
Actually, you know what? You're gonna
enemy.
help a bit over here.
around. Location plotted.
I'm hit! I'm in a tight spot.
Reporting. Attack. Fire.
Enemies in range. Target locked.
They've got us targeted.
Open fire.
I got one on me. Shield's almost gone.
engine 2.
Active. So many targets, so little time. I can't switch position. Watch your back. Cover me now.
How about a little help?
I can't see him.
Target locked.
Yes, sir. Attack.
Alright, shields are just going down on you now.
We've got them on scopes.
Weapons online. Where'd he go? Roger that. Gun them down.
Star Destroyer standing
You
by.
guys are gonna keep over
Ready for
here.
Shoot him down!
Yes,
Can anyone else see him? Where's our cover?
Gotta make sure that the Scarsis still fight on those fights.
attack run. Changing course to intercept.
Cruiser responding.
Getting a lock.
Alright.
Unable
Hey, Jacko.
to shake them. Go after enemies in range. Taking them out. Engaging the enemy.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I'm on this one.
Send the coordinates.
Intercepting. Under control.
Where'd he come
The
from?
lasers are our
He's
target.
coming
Ready
around.
to
Where
commence.
are you?
Target locked.
I can't take another hit like that.
Weapons
I'll
charged.
take care of this.
Attacking
This is bad.
target.
You won't be around much longer.
Can you focus on that one now? Yeah.
Yes,
It's just in
Commander.
range.
Target.
Attack commencing.
Pursuing enemy forces.
You guys gotta focus on this. Plot Armor's Revenge is gonna
Ready
die.
to blow something up.
Taking fire.
I got fighters on me.
Engaging the enemy.
Weapons
I'm on this
operational.
one.
I'm not paid enough for
Target
this.
critical. Under control. Acquiring target. Reporting.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
What's getting HP
Awaiting
guns?
orders.
Ooh, Shunin.
Fire
Watch
at
him.
will.
He's coming around.
Can't
Awaiting
stay
your
out here.
orders.
Being targeted.
There goes the ISD.
Target priority is the
I'm actually gonna send the
Engines are
skip rays out. Okay,
Locking on.
here they all
Open
come.
fire.
I'll take care of
Calamari
this.
cruiser here.
Get over here and help. I'm under attack.
Calamari cruiser ready.
Invidious was our hero at Adamar. I think it looks like
I'm hit.
K-pop bus is gonna
Getting a lock.
Coming around.
go down in the
Where's the
same way
target?
here.
Going for their
Heading your
lasers.
direction.
Target
Closing
those
on target.
lasers.
In my sights. Pursuing
They've
enemy
got us
forces.
targeted.
Narrowing position.
Awaiting orders.
Time to go.
Target locked.
How about a little help?
Hang up. Click.
Can anyone
Keep doing what
else
you're
see
doing.
him? Attack.
Eliminating target.
Getting a lot of mileage out of it at least.
For another run. Target locked. Engaging the enemy. I'm on this one. Excellent.
Where
Awaiting your
are
command.
you?
Under control.
Fire. The lasers are our
You guys
target.
can start getting into range to help a little bit
Your
more.
command, sir.
Awaiting
Let's
orders.
finish him.
They've lost some of their shields at least.
How about some action?
More enemy crowd.
God,
Returning to
I
your
can't take
position.
another hit like that.
Nowhere to go.
Copy.
Someone cover me.
Targeting.
Keep going for those.
Intercepting.
I got
on,
fighters on me.
Shields
What's with all this
almost
sitting
gone.
around?
Getting a lock.
Fire.
On them.
Reporting
Closing
in.
on target. He won't be
Skip
around
ray
much longer.
reporting.
I got
Open
target critical.
fire.
Locking
Pursuing
on.
Roger
enemy.
that.
But these are the last 4 allegiances, so they're not going to be able to
Our
replace them
target
when they die.
priority is the laser
Stay in
cannons.
formation.
He's about to be destroyed.
There's one down to 3 left.
Right away.
I'm losing
It's
my
eating them.
engine.
Open fire.
Skip ray blast boat here.
This is a pathfinding mess. Yep. That's not what I wanted to do.
I
He's
copy.
headed
There we
your
go.
direction.
Still at half-life.
Taking him out.
I'm
Engaging
getting
the
torn
enemy.
apart. Armed and ready.
Narrowing position.
Choose your reinforcements.
Can I actually select any of these? No, I can't.
Tightening up. I'm on this one.
Let's get first sight into the back there.
I'm in a tight spot.
Destroyer here.
There's 2.
Finish him.
Copy.
Shoot him down.
Jet, switch position.
The lasers are our target.
Watch your back.
Weapons charged.
Watch for enemy ships.
Order
Intercepting.
confirmed. Destroy the shield generator. Attack that target.
Get up a little bit closer,
Moving
please.
out.
Overkill.
Gunboat here.
You
sir.
guys, I'm just gonna put you on
Targeting
power
at
weapons.
Maximum firepower.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was a real assault frigate for a second.
Target lock.
I'm hit.
Coming around.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
My sights. Excellent shot.
Where's our cover?
Yes, Commander.
They've got us
copy.
targeted.
Around for another run.
Our target priority
How about a
is the
little
laser
help?
cannons.
Intercepting. I'm on them.
I got one.
Locking on.
Can anyone else see him?
Stay in formation.
Where are you?
The lasers are our target.
Ready.
Enemies in range.
Ah,
Target
I
locked.
can't take another hit like that.
Coming around.
I'm gonna see if I can turn it this way so that we can get a bit more of the
I got
weapons
fighters on me.
able to target.
Where'd he come from?
I have them now.
I've detected.
Eliminating target. Commander,
Reported.
they're hitting us.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Cruiser standing by.
We're getting there.
Coming around.
We've lost
your
Plot Armor's
reinforcements.
Revenge.
Where'd he go?
What do we got that we can bring in?
Around for another
Glass
run.
cannon, I guess?
Get
Uh-oh.
over here and help.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, Commander.
Cruiser responding. Firing.
Star Destroyer standing by. Heading out.
He won't be around much longer.
Well, this is messy.
Target critical.
The lasers are our
Ready to
target.
commence.
Active. I'm under attack.
It makes me sad seeing the
Intercepting.
lol
I'm on them.
emoticon thing or Twitch emoji.
Stay in formation.
Excellent shot.
Weapons
Get
online.
behind them.
They're as good as gone.
I
have them now.
This is bad.
I got one. I'm on them.
Weapons
Coming
operational.
around.
Shin is still going strong.
Lock it
Copy.
on.
Advancing on target.
I'd feel really bad after the
Our target
donation
priority is the
he
laser
made
cannons.
earlier,
Coming back around.
losing the K-pop
Getting
bus.
a lock.
Go after them. Roger that.
Falling out of formation.
Watch him. He's coming around. Time to die.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
TIE squadron here. Target.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Ready. Target locked.
I got him.
Our ion
He's about
cannons
to be
are
destroyed.
gone.
Ready for action. He's headed your
Eliminating
direction.
target.
Fire at will.
Yes, Commander. The lasers
I'm
are our
ahead.
target.
TIEs reporting in.
Send the coordinates.
Which campaign has the most
Returning to
events?
your position. Narrowing.
I mean,
position.
technically the air progressive ones do, but the one with the most like concentrated events, the most story driven, is probably
Yes.
the
Ready to blow
the Back to War GC as the New Republic, because it's focused around the
Awaiting
back to
orders.
like the
Attacking
Railcore cure thingy.
Our target priority
Kratos
is
virus.
the laser cannons.
They've got us
Our
targeted.
calamari cruiser ready.
I'm on them.
How about a little help?
Craft engage.
Let's get moving.
So after the playthrough started with like 73 battles of Bilbringi,
Can anyone else see
it
him?
looks like the last space battle is going to be the Battle of Bilbringi. So
Take out their guns. Hypervelocity cannon firing.
there it goes. We lost him.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right, Dauntless,
Reinforcements canceled.
if you can,
All ahead full.
come in and clean up.
Ah, I can't take another hit like that.
It's a worthy sacrifice. K-pop put in a lot of work there.
Destroyer ready. All sections at your command.
The final
cover
fight.
me. I got fighters on me.
All right, so just the last Golan left. Dauntless is gonna carry the torch for K-pop
Come
now.
over here and help. I'm running out of maneuvers.
Ready for orders.
Awaiting
I'm pressing
your
F, so this is how I'm paying respects.
All sections
Defenders
at your
ready.
command, my lord.
All right,
Super Star Destroyer ready.
I'm under attack. I'm hit.
do you have anything that can actually
I'm
escape? I
losing
don't
my
think so.
engine.
You have nowhere to escape too, so there's that. Alright, we lost the K-pop bus, Shunen's K-pop bus. We lost First Sight, Plot Armor's Revenge, Retribution, apparently, and Serenity. But that's it. So this is going to stay there for the rest of these land battles, which is annoying.
brigade standing by.
Do I have any other...
Brigade standing by.
Uh-oh. I can't actually move anything. Um...
Reinforcements available.
Oh no. All right.
Brigade
No,
standing by.
I saved pretty quickly, honestly. We win, I think. I'm gonna call it a win.
Long live Emperor Corey. Long live Emperor Corey.
Thanks, Fitty. Alright, well, I knew it could cause persistent issues, but we've never had the build or the reinforcement pool so full that it gets to this point. So yeah. So technically, Yaga Minor, Bilbringi, and the Maw remain in enemy hands, but there's nothing we can do about it anymore. So that's it. But yeah, so I'm gonna say we won. Technically it's not finished, but I mean, hold on, can I? There any buttons I can press? There's buttons I can press. They don't do anything. I don't know if I was expecting them to do something, but yeah. So I guess that's it for the playthrough. So thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream and watching. Thank you to everyone who submitted the units, and especially the people who became patrons for the patron units in this playthrough, or people who were patrons before, Twitch subs, viewers, everyone who submitted the units and took part in the playthrough. I had a lot of fun with this one. It's definitely something we're going to be revisiting in the future with a few alterations, new map, different faction. I'm probably not going to do the same amalgamated faction the whole time. Was that screaming? Yeah, that's my nephew. He's apparently not having a good time. He's sad that the playthrough's over. But yeah. So I hope you guys did enjoy this playthrough. It was a lot of work. But I think it was worth it. I really enjoyed the gameplay here. But yeah. So I don't know what else I want to say before leaving. I guess thanks again, everyone, for helping the channel get to 10K. For those of you who don't know, in the last few months, I've finally gotten to the point where I'm able to do this as my full-time job, the channel. And so that none of that would be possible without the support of you guys watching, the patrons, Twitch subs, all that stuff that lets me afford to pay rent while still basically just making and playing video games for a job. So just wanted to throw that in there. But that's it. It's over. AOTR is going to be finishing this week. We're going to be starting Stargate Pegasus Chronicles after that. And then probably after that is when we're going to be doing the next 2.3 or Follow the Republic playthrough preview. So it would be the first of either of those, whichever one it happens to be. We still got a lot of work to do before we can get to that point. But yeah, so if you have any requests for stuff to do on the channel, we're going to be continuing with Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds and starting some other stuff as well. But if you have any requests, then make sure to leave them either in the comments if you're watching the VOD. You can drop them in the Discord. If you put them in the chat right now, I'll probably forget. So not the best place for them. And like I said, I am doing an AMA with the 10K video thing. So if you have any questions for that, you can go leave in the comments there. If you haven't joined the community Discord and you want to join that, there's a link for that in the description as well. But that's it. Throughout the entire match, you never once used. Yeah, the Avethans, Crusaders, Clone Troopers, and Battle Droids. Basically, those are the ones that happened. But yeah, so thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, wait. Since Connor just brought it up, I don't know if I will be able to put this up. It'll still require a bit more work if I were to do that, and it kind of crosses some weird legal grounds where because people paid, because the certain unit editions were based on the Patreon subscriptions and stuff, that technically counts as paying for mod content. So that would be, if I released it, kind of weird. So I'm not entirely sure if I can do that, and there's still a few technical issues aside from that would arise with it. So I don't think I'll be able to post it. I'll see what I can do, but it's not. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do it for these playthroughs, unfortunately. I would love to be able to. I know a lot of people were asking about it, but with this specific kind of incarnation for it, won't be able to. what I'm thinking, what I would like to do, is try to find some way to work this kind of a playthrough into the mod itself. It wouldn't be with the named units, but if I can get some sort of challenge mode worked in like that, the only difficulty there is being able to set what the actual limits are. So it's got some technical issues that need to be figured out with that, but I would like to do it somehow in some way at some point. But that's it finally. See you next time, everyone.